Who's ready for some football? Damn it, wrong screen. I always have to screw something up. Come on. There we go. Right screen. Okay. Welcome in everyone to the Denver Broncos Syndicate live stream of the 3-8 Denver Broncos versus the 7-4 Baltimore Ravens coming at you from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit off. I am dealing with a little bit of a sickness. I don't know if it's the flu or I don't know if it's RSV. I know it's not C-Rock 19, so that is definitely good news. I tested negative for that twice, so it's not that, just standard cold or whatever, but we are going to push on through, guys. Excited for a nice, fun day of football. Starting off, we got Broncos-Ravens, Russell Wilson getting set to go. Got a nice big boost for our offense today as our two top receivers, Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, are both active. This is going to be Jerry Jeudy's first game since the Tennessee game when he went down with his little ankle injury, and then Courtland Sutton had been questionable all week with an illness. Pretty much seems like this sickness has been going around all over the place, and Broncos building is no exception for it. Welcome in, Pasujala. Hope all is well. We got Hope all is well. Cannot talk today. We got Von Miller Express in the chat. We got D-Rock in the chat. Hope everyone is doing well, guys. We got 8 people in here right now. Looks like we're just about to head into our last commercial break before we officially get started. There's Calais Campbell, native of Denver, getting the Baltimore Ravens fired up. Just a reminder, guys, if you have yet to participate in our poll and let me know who you think is going to win this game, go ahead and do so by visiting the pinned comment above. Looks like we've got 7 votes so far, and 71% of you guys are on our Denver Broncos. Right on. You know, as much as the national media does not want to give the Broncos a chance in this one, I really think that they do have a chance. We got Keanu in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. The Ravens have been in a position where they have not been able to win games that they should have won. Last week was a perfect example of that against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They had a chance to win, they just completely blew it. We got Bubs in the house, welcome in. But the Ravens secondary certainly has not been the elite unit that it's been in years past. Lamar Jackson these past few weeks, his play's been kind of inconsistent, honestly. So I think that the Broncos do have a chance, but it's all going to depend on if our offense can get its you-know-what together. If our offense can at least put up a respectable performance today, then I think we actually have a better chance to win than what the national media wants to give us credit for. We got Bubs in the house. You know, sadly, the Aaron Rodgers ship sailed last year. If we really wanted him, it needed to happen last year, but Green Bay was just not willing to give him up. Broncos' plan A all along last offseason was Aaron Rodgers, but once Green Bay pretty much said they weren't going to trade him, then they pivoted to Russell Wilson. Yeah, San Francisco, definitely. I could also honestly see the Jets. I'm pretty sure that I know that Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers have a strong relationship. Oh, yeah, no. I mean, the Hackett hire, we all know the Hackett hire was to try to entice Aaron Rodgers to want to come to the Mile High City. We all know the motive behind that hire. But, yeah, Pasujala, I definitely think that the Broncos can win today. Do I think that if our offense continues to perform the way it has, we're going to win? No, but if our offense can at least perform at a somewhat competent level today, and I'm somewhat optimistic that it can, given the fact that we were getting Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton back in this one, which is absolutely huge. Fortunately, KJ Hamler was recently placed on injured reserve, so in all likelihood, his season is done. Jimmy G in Indianapolis, I kind of like that. That said, though, reports have swirled this morning that the 49ers might be looking into extending Jimmy G and maybe moving off Trey Lance. I think that would be a terrible decision, personally. I feel the 49ers, they're winning right now in spite of Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, shut up, stupid scoreboard. All right, guys, looks like we're just about to get underway here in Bmore. Yeah, I think Jimmy G to Indy would make sense if San Francisco doesn't bring him back. But again, there are reports out there that San Francisco may be entertaining extending Jimmy G. Let me know if the game audio is good, guys. Oh, wait.
Next.
Well, you couldn't hear it. Sorry about that. Now you can. Let me know if the game audio is good.
Pizza pregame with pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
A pizza pregame with pals, Pepsi, and pizza.
Totally.
I gotta be honest, though, if the 49ers do move off of Trey Lance, I could see the Broncos maybe trying to send them like a future draft pick to maybe acquire him. He'd be a nice young protege to groom behind Russell Wilson. And if Russell Wilson's play doesn't improve, then... Oh, I gotta mute the commercial. Sorry, guys. Do not want to get a copyright claim today. Gotta keep pounding those fluids, guys. All right, audio is all good. Right on. So, ESPN matchup predictor, 81.3 or 83.1% win probability in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Yup. Seriously. It's always something with this microphone. Alrighty. So we'll look at the point spread. Baltimore is favored by 9.5 points. I'm not going to lie, I don't really have money to bet this week, but if I did, I honestly would have thrown some points on Denver covering that spread. I think that we can keep this within one score. All right.
It's about 45 degrees here.
Kevin Harlan and Trent Green on the call. 45 degrees there in B-More.
The sun will shine. No precipitation right now in the forecast.
Again, guys, be sure to smash the like button before we get started. Baltimore's won the toss. They've elected to defer, so Denver will get the ball to start off. Montrell is back deep to receive the kickoff from the best in the business, Justin Tucker. Appreciate you, Von Miller. I've missed a couple of commercials, but hopefully I'll be able to get them all this time. Do not want to get a copyright claim. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just means I won't be able to make any money off the stream, but still, that sucks. Vaughn, is that... Oh, wait, whoa. How's that, Vaughn? All right, Montrell from about his 5-yard line stumbles, and he's blown up at the 16. Daryl Worley, the veteran corner there on special teams, makes a big tackle, and Denver will begin deep in their own territory. Stop me if you heard that one before. 49ers Dolphins is going to be a really good one.
34-year-old Russell Wilson of the Broncos.
Well, and it goes without saying that he has...
Yep, breakfast of champions, Von Miller. All right, here we go.
Only one player in Dalton Reisner has started every game this year. Not to make excuses for Russell Wilson.
First and 10 from 17. Kendall Hinton goes in motion. Handoff. Latavius Murray, the ex-Raven, and he gets 3 to the 20-yard line.
Humphrey was in there. Gain of 3 out to the 20. Now the offensive line is together for a third consecutive game.
Well, and getting into a rhythm counts on that offensive line. It counts on Latavius Murray having success on first and second down so they can set up
second down and 7.
Third and short instead of, as they've done so many times this year, being third and long. So the fact that they've got
condensed formation, 2 tight ends set to the right side, play action, Wilson rolling to left, dumps it off. What a catch, Greg Dulcich. And Kenny G will get about to the line to gain, and that'll move the chains for the Broncos. Tackle made by Marlon Humphrey, Ravens star corner.
Kubiak, who this is his third game as the play caller. He said, listen, we need to move Russell Wilson around because of that offensive line and because of the injuries that have happened. It's important that we get him on the move. Don't just have.
There's Clint Kubiak, Broncos QB coach and offensive play caller. First down and 10. They hand her off. Latavius Murray stumbling for 7 yards. I'm definitely pumped for Dion going to CU. It's, I guess, finally time for me to adopt a college football team. I've previously not really had a allegiance in college football, but now I guess I can say I'm a CU Buffs fan. It's going to be really good for the program. It's going to be great for recruiting, obviously. If he can bring in his son as QB, that would be awesome. It's going to do a lot of good stuff for the program. Even though he may only be there for 2-3 years until a better opportunity comes, it's going to be one of the best eras of CU football. Humphrey Dumpty ate it like his mom. That's funny. All right, 3rd down and 1.
3rd down for Denver, amongst the worst in the NFL. 3rd and 1.
3 tight ends set to the right side. Hand it off. Murray grinding. He's got the first down to the 40-yard line.
Well, there was no doubt about it. You know, certain quarterbacks you think are going to be a
D-Rock's USC fan.
that I think that the Broncos want to do, especially with the injuries that have happened. Not only
I'm originally from southwestern New Mexico. I was born in Las Cruces, where New Mexico State University is, so I guess that would be my college team, but I've also, I guess, now adopted the CU Buffs. 1st down and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And cuts to the outside for maybe 2. Broncos trying to get this run game established early and often in this one.
He's up to the 43-yard line, and these numbers say
We got 13 people in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
Russell Wilson.
14.3 points per game this season for the Broncos offense. Dead last in the league. Also dead last in red zone touchdown percentage this season. Not good. 2nd and 6. Play action. Wilson fires over the middle. Wide open. Greg Dulcich. And he will take that into Raven territory inside the 40. Down to the 38-yard line. Gain of 19 for Kenny G. I'm curious, where did Greg Dulcich get that Kenny G nickname from? I believe that was D-Rock that gave him that nickname. Where did that one come from? 1st down and 10. Here's Murray spinning. And a gain of 5, tackled by Humphrey.
With a pickup of 3 on that 1st down run. So the offensive line has used 7 different
Yeah, that's what I thought, D-Rock.
the same starters today, and that does make a difference, and you know that as a quarterback.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And, you know, you look at the other side of the ball with the Ravens, and I know they've had some injuries.
Good opening drive for the Broncos so far. Let's see if they can get some points.
It does make a big difference.
9th play of the drive.
Back to Latavius. Cuts it inside.
And on the line,
Maybe a yard.
by Roquan Smith and others, limited to a gain of
Roquan
2.
Smith, star linebacker, came over in that trade from the Chicago Bears and on the stop. That's going to bring him up a 3rd down and 5 here.
With a nice 52-yard run last week against
Come on, man. We
Carolina.
need to convert on this 3rd down.
Well, it was a big game for him.
Cannot
last week.
stall
Over
out.
7 yards a carry. You mentioned the start of the season with the New Orleans Saints, and the Broncos brought him over
6
later.
carries for 19 yards so far for Latavius. Wilson's in the gun.
Mike Boone in first
Trips to the
time,
left
3rd
side.
down 5. They need the 28.
They're going to run it here. This is interesting. And nothing. I don't know if I like that play call. Are they going to go for it? I don't think they should here. I don't like that play call. I do not like that at all. It's 4th down. And, yeah, they're trotting the field goal unit all. What the hell was that play call? Come on, man. I get you're trying to set up a 4th and short there, but come on! Run mesh, run something. Come on, man, seriously. Run a couple of shallow crosses and try to convert that way. Seriously. Now 52-yard try for BMAC, and he is right down Broadway. And Denver is the first on the board. Not a bad opening drive, but wish we hadn't stalled out there like we did. I did not like that third down play call at all. 9 minutes, 3 seconds left in that first quarter. 3-0 Denver. Come on, man. That was cowardice. You were having a really good sustained drive there, and then you decide to call a running play on 3rd and 5. Seriously, D-Rock knows what's up. That should have been 3rd and Greg Dulcich. Come on, the dude was having a great drive, 2 catches for 27 yards. And come on, we just opt to run it on 3rd down? Really? And it wasn't even 3rd and short, it was 3rd down and 5. Now, sorry, that was some terrible ending to that drive. 49 total yards on that drive for the Broncos, 5 minutes, 57 seconds off the clock, so that's a positive. 3 first downs, but again, man, you're not going to win in this league kicking field goals. And you know what I just realized? My shirt's on inside out. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go flip that over. Sorry about that. Seriously, if you're going to run in that situation, run it with Mike Boone. Run it with your more explosive runner. All right, let's see how this Denver defense is going to fare against Lamar and this Ravens offense. Ravens passing game has somewhat struggled these past few weeks. Of course, their run game is still absolutely lethal, especially with Lamar. We are back here in Baltimore.
The Ravens haven't scored first. Nice 11-play drive, but they settle for 3, a 52-yard field goal. Only scored 1
Here's
touchdown.
Brandon McManus to kick it away.
Another field goal for the Broncos. The McManus kickoff.
And bring it out is Devin Duvernay, and Devin Duvernay will get to about the 23-yard line.
Near the 23, return of 23.
And here comes Lamar Jackson in this Ravens offense.
So far this season.
Well, and if you look at the beginning of the season,
64.2 rushing yards per game for Lamar, most all-time amongst quarterbacks. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Gregory the rest of the year, D-Rock. I mean, season's pretty much done. There's no point in rushing him back. Ravens come out in a split backfield with Gus Edwards and Patrick Ricard. Now Ricard goes in motion. Devin Duvernay goes in motion as well. Lamar hands it off to Gus Edwards, and Edwards is only going to get about a yard. Good tackle there to Sean Williams, among others.
Only a gain of a yard. Here is their line. Now, the only really volatile position has been that left tackle. Everybody else, Powers, Linderbaum, Zeitler, and Moses have started every game.
Gregory should have been back by the Raiders game a couple of weeks ago. That was like his early timeline, so the fact that we haven't seen him yet kind of, in my opinion, doesn't bode well, but you never know. I'm hoping we see him again this year. I definitely am. He provides such a big spark at that edge rusher position. Dude's an absolute stud when he's on the field. The issue is he's just not ever on the field. Third down and 5.
Now it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. It's going to
See if this Denver defense can get off the field here. Tight end in the slot to the right, and Mark Andrews for the Ravens. Little cluster formation. Lamar dances in the pocket, delivers, it's incomplete. A little bit off target there, looking for Mark Andrews. Lamar had some pressure in his face, and a quick 3 and out for this Denver defense. That is exactly what we want to see. Alex Singleton in there in coverage. They blitzed Josie Jewell on that one. Here's Jordan Stout, rookie punter for the Ravens. Montrell is back deep.
Very little breeze. The telltales, the markers above the uprights, barely moving.
Washington, fair catch at the 20. 51-yard punt there. Denver about to begin their second offensive possession. Lamar Jackson, 1 for 2 for 4 yards on that drive. Gus Edwards, 1 carry for 1 yard. Win probability for the Ravens has dropped down to 75.7%. 5 total yards for the Ravens on that drive. I mean, you're going to have to basically double team and bracket coverage Mark Andrews the whole night, because he's easily their best weapon in the passing game. So if you can take him away and make Lamar have to go elsewhere, that's going to really bode well, because I honestly don't know how many players the Ravens have who can consistently win against man coverage. Andrews is obviously their main killer there, but even then, man, he hasn't been the dominating force that he's been in years past. The Ravens, ever since trading away Hollywood Brown, have really struggled to find a true top target for Lamar Jackson. Again, it's been Mark Andrews these past few years, but this year that hasn't exactly proven to be a very sustainable formula for them. Again, guys, if you have yet to participate in our poll, please do so. Looks like we got 11 votes, with 82% of you guys on the Broncos to hold on and win this one. Let's see if Denver can get some more points on the board, and if we can get a touchdown here, we'll be able to take a 2-score lead on the Ravens to start this one off. Last time these two teams met was week 4 of last season in Denver. I was at that game, and it was brutal. Lamar Jackson absolutely killed us through the air. I believe it was his first 300-plus yard passing performance in his career. Baltimore destroyed us 23-7. Yeah, that game was one I will not forget for quite a while, man. I remember Lamar just absolutely killed us. Hollywood Brown with a giant explosive deep touchdown. They hand it off here to begin. First down, Latavius Murray for about 4.
Well, guys, in talking with Russell Wilson this week about maintaining his perspective through the adversity he's been dealing with, he said it comes from going through the death of my father.
Clock ticking inside 7.5 minutes in the first quarter.
Drive home and sneak into the hospital to spend the final days he had with his father Harrison, who passed back in 2010.
Yeah, that clip of Vic Fangio losing his shit on the sideline, that was so funny.
He said that's what I've done ever since, and that's what I'll continue to do.
Play action. They set up a screen for Dulcich. And Dulcich, nice tackle there by Roquan Smith. Gain of 5, a little bit short of the line to gain.
His dad, even in that bad state, had a chance to even leave the hospital and see Russell play, correct?
He did. He said, I was on the bench. One of the coaches came up to me and said, your dad's here. And he said, what? And he said his dad was still in his hospital gown, showed up to this game. And he just had such a great perspective looking back on that experience.
They're down 1.
And he just said, I'm always going to focus on the good. And we saw it in our meetings with him this week. He still stays positive through all of it, Kev.
Twins to left side. Hinton goes in motion. They hand it off. Murray's not going anywhere. On 3rd and 1, Justin Madubuike, among others, were there for Baltimore. And on our second offensive possession, we go 3 and out. Again, man, more 3rd down running plays. I like the run in that situation a little better, obviously. It's 3rd and short, but still. Once again, Denver cannot convert on a 3rd down run. Here's Corliss Waitman to punt it away. It'll bounce, and it'll be down at the 32. Not a great punt there. Only a 39-yarder, just 3.7 seconds of hang time. Ugh. Yeah, I'd say Josh McDaniels is the worst 4-letter word here in Broncos country. What's sad is that Hackett might be starting to get down there as even worse than him, because he's obviously 0-2 against Josh McDaniels. Now, don't get me wrong, man. Last year, I was one of the biggest proponents of moving on from Vic Fangio, but I'm now realizing that it could have been a lot worse, and we are now experiencing that. Corliss Waitman, man, when he's been on, but when he's been off, boy, has he been off. A lot of rookie growing pains for him. You think back to that San Francisco game where he won AFC Special Teams Player of the Week after his dominant performance, but aside from that, it's been pretty rough. It's been pretty rough indeed for Corliss Waitman this season. Imagine if Deion Sanders, this was a bridge to him becoming the next Broncos head coach. The only reason I'm hoping that's not the case is because I'm hoping our next hire is the guy. But we got to get a coach that can motivate these guys and get these guys pumped. I agree, 100%. You need a player's coach, someone who can be relatable to the players and someone who can bring that positive energy like Hackett does, but you also need somebody who can harness his more tough love side and a little bit more of his strict disciplinarian side, and that's one side of Nathaniel Hackett that just is non-existent, quite frankly. Again, guys, be sure to smash that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. It's a free and easy way that you can help show your support for the channel, and it helps us more than I can even state. It helps tell YouTube to push us out to even more members of Broncos country. All right, 1st and 10 for the Ravens from their 32-yard line. Devin Duvernay goes in motion. Lamar winds up, he's going to run, and Lamar makes a man miss, and he's got the 1st down. Tackle made by Alex Singleton. Would have been a much bigger gain had Alex not stopped him. They're going to say he was a little bit short of the line to gain. 2nd down and 1.
Jackson, who got on social media and was frustrated after last week, and that was a topic of discussion in this area.
Yeah, it was something the national media blew way out of proportion.
In the 4th quarter last week, probably the worst thing you can do is jump on social media and
come on, dude.
So hopefully Lamar has learned from that and he's tried to move on.
What do you expect him to do in that situation? Seriously. 2nd down and 1. Cuts Edwards. He's got the 1st down, gain of about 4. Now Baron Browning a little gimpy on that one. You can see him moving around a little slowly.
That the Broncos were bringing and able to pick up the 1st time. Talking to the Broncos this week defensively, they said that's the one thing you have to know where Lamar Jackson is at all times, because he can take off and run, and that's what he was able to do on 1st down, which set up the short down and distance there on 2nd, and able to get that 1st down, get their first down, and get things rolling.
So Fa'alele, who has been battling an illness this week, is at the left tackle. Stanley is inactive.
First down and 10, empty backfield. Devin Duvernay goes in motion. They flake the little flip to him. Jackson steps up. He is going to be corralled in the backfield. Deshaun Williams gets in there with the sack. Let's go, Deshaun. If Denver wants to win today, they need to be able to generate some interior pressure. And right there, that is exactly what they did.
And is able to wrap up Lamar Jackson. A lot of times when you just get him by one hand, he's able to rip through that and continue running. As you can see, he's able to drag him down as Lamar was spinning around trying to escape.
Clock ticking inside, 4 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Twins to the right side. Lamar fires over the middle. That is complete. That is Deshaun Jackson. He's been doing it a long time in his first season with the Ravens, and that's a gain of 5.
On that Ravens offensive line. Remember, they're already down Ronnie Stanley with that ankle injury as well. Well, now Patrick McCary questionable with a foot injury. So that Ravens offensive line, something to keep an eye on, guys.
Boy, he had good pass protection, Mel, last week.
Yeah, that would definitely be a big injury for the Ravens if he can't continue. Now it's 3rd down and 8.
Done it well and gets the praise of Harbaugh. Here's a 3rd down and 8.
Lamar's 2 for 3 for 9 yards through the air so far. Pressure, and he's able to get it away. Gets it to Duvernay, and he is tackled well short of the line to gain. Brought a safety blitz there, or actually a nickel blitz with Essane Bassey. Bassey nearly got home, but Lamar was able to get it away to Devin Duvernay, but well short of the line to gain, and Baltimore will have to punt.
Can only block so many. You got to get rid of the ball, which Lamar is able to do at the end. If he's able to see that hot throw earlier.
4th and 6. Here's Stout for his second kick of the day. His first one went 52 yards. Fair catch, singled for, and made at the 19-yard line. So, Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense coming out to take over for their 3rd offensive possession. First one, they marched downfield and kicked a field goal, and their second one, they went 3 and out. Win probability is currently at 72.7% in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Russ is 3 for 3 for 32 yards in this one. Latavius Murray has struggled somewhat, 8 carries, 23 yards. Greg Dulcich so far is our leading receiver, 3 receptions for 32 yards. We need to keep feeding Greg Dulcich. This needs to be the game where Greg Dulcich goes for over 100 yards. If he can do that, then we are going to have a good chance to win this one. I mean, did he really though, Vaughn? Because think about it. Josh McDaniels basically left us in position to draft your namesake. Had we not had that 4-12 season in 2010, we obviously would have never gotten Von Miller. And quite frankly, I don't think we would have been in position to get Peyton Manning if we didn't have that 4-12 season and then obviously went on the following year to make the playoffs with the 8-7-1 record or whatever it was. I'd argue that in spite of how bad Josh McDaniels' tenure was here, it basically set up those 4 glory years with Peyton Manning. So if there is one good thing that we got out of Josh McDaniels' tenure here, it was Von Miller. Don't pee off Mike Purcell. Let's see here. We got 26 people in the house right now. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Back in Baltimore.
Sponsored by
City that I definitely want to visit. I have heard nothing but good things about the culture in Baltimore.
What's in your wallet?
Back in Baltimore, the BAU is back in criminal.
I'd love Peyton Manning to be our head coach. I just don't think it would happen. I don't think Peyton Manning wants to coach in the NFL. He's got such a good thing going on with his Omaha Productions. It's been a real money spinner lately. And that one's off target on first down. Russell Wilson looking for Cortland Sutton, and he hit the wrong shoulder on that one. Got to give him a better ball there, Russ.
Well, and that's what they've done so far in this game is they've been able to stay ahead of the chains.
Russ kind of tried to sidearm it and absolutely missed the throw. That's terrible.
You can see Clint Kubiak once again moving Russell Wilson.
I do think Peyton Manning may eventually come on board for the Broncos as like a consultant or something like that. But I don't think he wants to do the full-time grind of being a coach in the NFL. Meanwhile, on 2nd and 10, Latavius Murray gets 4 or 5. And that'll bring him a 3rd and 5. No, it was absolutely not a good pass at all. That was a really shitty throw from Russ.
If you throw that flat, the underneath defender can jump up and get a hand on it, maybe even get an interception or a tip. So you have to try and back shoulder it, but it was low and behind, so that's what caused the problem. But once again, I just talked about them trying to stay with the chains and not being 3rd and long. That run of 5 on 2nd.
Now it's 3rd and 5.
Once again. 5 in the secondary, Murray in the backfield, 3rd down and 5.
Wilson has time, in trouble, and he is going to escape, pumping, and he is out of bounds right at the line to gain. And Denver will punt again. 39th 3-and-out this season for the Broncos, most in the NFL. That's pathetic. And that's all a product of Russell Wilson's bad first down throw. Had nowhere to go on 3rd down. The pressure eventually collapses the pocket. Russ gets out, but had nowhere to go with it. Here's Waitman. This one's a little better than his last one, and fair caught at the 29. 46-yard punt there. 4.6-yard hang time, or 4.6 hang time. A little bit better there, but if our offense can't continue to perform, our defense can only hold up for so long. This feels like every other Broncos game this season so far, man. Russ, 3 for 4 for 32 yards, but his one miss was a pretty ugly one. Latavius Murray, I'm sorry. We need to put someone else in at RB. I've seen enough of Latavius at this point. He's only got 28 yards on 9 carries. That's pathetic. And where was Greg Dulcich on that last drive? Seriously, we need to get Greg Dulcich involved. He's got 3 catches for 32 yards already. He's proven that he's our most explosive offensive playmaker right now. And it seems like they're not making a conscious effort to get him the football. 63 total yards in this one for the Broncos as compared to just 20 for the Ravens, so that's good. Only 1 first down for Baltimore so far in this game. Denver's pretty much dominated the time of possession, 9 minutes and 19 seconds as compared to 4 minutes and 47 seconds. But again, man, our defense can only hold up for so long. Eventually, you got to reward them by scoring some points on offense. I was hoping that this was going to be the day that we might finally break 16 points, but I don't think that's going to happen. If you bet the under on this game, then I'd be pretty confident if I were you. Man, this is so frustrating to watch, man. We got 15 votes on our poll so far. 67% of you guys are on the Denver Broncos to hold on and win this one. Again, man, if our offense can't continue to reward our defense for getting off the field, then there's no way. We are back. Baltimore set to take over for their 3rd offensive possession.
1 first quarter touchdown the last
Just under a minute left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gus Edwards. And about 4. K-Jack and Josie Jewell were in on the tackle. Ravens are going to have to run one more play before the end of the quarter.
So you can text MCMC to 635635 to hear player stories, bid on their custom cleats for charity, and learn more about how they're making a difference in their communities. 2nd down 7.
Kevin McCary just came back in the game at left tackle for foul.
2nd down and 7.
Back and forth. In the pistol.
Play action. Lamar in trouble. He's sacked again. Jonathan Cooper. Broncos have been able to get home with their pressure so far. Ravens have not had people who can win downfield, and that is the 2nd coverage sack for the Broncos in this game. Lamar had nowhere to go, completely fails to sense the pressure from his right side, and Jonathan Cooper gets home. That's what happens when you match up an edge rusher against a tight end like that. Oh, damn it. Into the first quarter, guys. Broncos lead 3-0. Win probability still in favor of the Ravens at 70.9%. But once again, man, this Denver defense is keeping us in it. Houston's ahead of Cleveland right now. Love to see it. All right, let's see what's going on in the other games so far. Ooh, boy. We got the Bears up on the Packers, 10-0. We got the Steelers up 3-0 on the Falcons. I absolutely think that the Titans can upset Philly. You get King Henry going, man, and essentially beat Philly with their own medicine. Both of these teams are dominant running teams. It's all going to depend on who gets the ground game established early and often in this one, and obviously the Titans probably have the advantage with King Henry. Commanders up on the Giants 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Texans lead the Browns. Love it. Deshaun Watson 3 for 6 for 32 yards in his first game back so far. Lions lead the Jags 14-3. Let's go. Let's see what's going on in that Philly game. As we mentioned earlier, it was tied up. Ryan Tannehill's actually been the one who's gotten it done so far for Tennessee. He's 4 for 5 for 37 yards and a touchdown. 2 carries, 25 yards for him. King Henry just 5 carries for 10 yards so far. It's been the Ryan Tannehill show so far for the Titans. Jets Vikings tied up at 3 apiece. Man, Bears already with a 2-score lead over the Packers. Justin Fields already has a rushing touchdown in that one. Oh boy. Oh boy, what's going on? Lamar. Lamar's going to the locker room, it looks like. Oh shit. It looks like it's going to be Tyler Huntley taking over at quarterback for the Ravens. On that Jonathan Cooper sack, it looks like Lamar got a little shaken up. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh, this is big. I hope Lamar's okay. I hope he's okay, but holy crap. Tyler Huntley now in the game for the Ravens, former Utah State product. Here's Huntley to the outside, and nice throw there. That is on target to Devin Duvernay, but it's still going to be a little bit short of the line to gain for the Ravens. And they're going to punch it away, but this is big, man. If Lamar Jackson can't continue in this one, that is huge.
That's even more impressive that he just threw a wide side comeback route
And it was right on time. That was a good throw there by Tyler Huntley. Now, Huntley and Lamar do have very similar skill sets, so the offense isn't really going to have to change much with Huntley in there as opposed to Lamar. But again, man, there's only one Lamar Jackson. Huntley isn't quite as athletic as Lamar is, and Huntley doesn't quite have the arm that Lamar has, but Tyler Huntley literally is basically like Diet Lamar Jackson. So, short punt, that'll be fielded. Why did Washington field that? He should have let that go. He's going to be down to the 14-yard line. I don't think that was a great decision by him. He should have let that go. That punt looked like it was going to go in the end zone. Yes, Denver's defense brought pressure early and often, and they've gotten home twice. But, man, that is absolutely huge if Lamar cannot go.
This is what the Denver defense does. They haven't had a lot of sacks on the season, but they're so good at pass defense.
Looks like he's actually still in the blue tent. First down and 10 now for Denver from the 14-yard line. And off to Murray. Nice run there for a gain of 7. Cuts it inside. Hope Lamar's all right, man. The NFL is a lot more fun when Lamar Jackson is playing and playing well. And he is walking off really slowly. That does not look good for Lamar. He is off to the locker room now. Ugh. You really don't like seeing that, man. I love watching Lamar Jackson play. Toss out to the left side for Mike Boone. It's his first touch of the game, and a nice run by Boone near the 30-yard line. Boy, and you can see Lamar really struggling to walk up those stairs. Oh, boy, I don't think we see him for the rest of the day.
And the fact that he was helping himself with the railing there up the stairs.
Well, that certainly shot up Denver's win percentage chances. There's Greg Roman, Ravens offensive coordinator, rumored to be potentially in line to be the next head coach at Stanford. Second down run, or first down run there for Murray, gains a couple.
Huntley started 4 games for Jackson. We'll get into that story next time they get the
yes.
ball, but right now, it's the Broncos.
Lamar Jackson suffered a season-ending injury last season in Week 12, I want to say it was, or Week 13. Tyler Huntley did have to take over for him in the last part of the season, and I thought Tyler played pretty well. Eric Tomlinson now goes in motion. Second down and 9. Murray. Shaking forward, about 6. Marcus Peters, former Kansas City Chief, in there on the tackle. He is questionable with a knee injury.
Boy, that is the 4th different thing then in the 3 weeks.
That's a lot of stuff, Kevin.
He's at a quad,
he probably needs to
illness, and now a knee.
Nah, in all seriousness, no, I hope Lamar's okay. Wilson fires, and what a tackle there on 3rd down. Geno Stone, the safety, and Denver needs to think about maybe going for it here. They're not, though. This offense is so frustrating.
Only bring 3. It looks like they're blitzing, right? You have all those guys at the line of scrimmage, but you rush 3, you drop it out, kind of that zone pressure look where you drop bodies underneath. Force them to make the quick throw because you're not sure about protection, and then you have the bodies there to rally as Geno Stone came up and kept them short of the stick.
Yeah, that was good defense there by the Ravens. 4th and 2, another one from Waitman. Another short kick. It'll bounce and it'll die at the 30-yard line. That was a terrible punt.
It's only 45, but the punts aren't even going 45.
No, there's no way that was a 45-yarder. Jeez. That looked a lot shorter than that. Oh. All right, guys. So, Tyler Huntley set to go in for the Ravens. If Lamar is indeed done in this game, he will finish 3 for 4 for 11 yards and just 1 carry for 9 yards. On Tyler Huntley's sole snap so far in this game, he did deliver a really nicely timed comeback route, although it was a little bit short of the line to gain, so Baltimore had to punt. But I am interested to see how this offense is going to function with Tyler Huntley in there, because, again, he's got such a similar skill set to Lamar Jackson. You're not really going to have to change much. We got 32 people in the house right now. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. D-Rock, can you take care of that bot, please? We got 18 votes in our poll. Looks like 67% of you guys are on the Broncos to hold on and win. Oh, looks like we actually just got another vote in favor of Baltimore. Yeah, let's see what's going on in Chicago, shall we? Still down 10-0 to the Bears. Steelers now up 6-0 on the Atlanta Falcons at Browns still getting shut out. Love to see it. How's it going, Robert? Thank you so much for popping in. All right, guys, here we go. It is Tyler Huntley time.
Anything, and they chose to take it off.
Nickelodeon slime. That's funny.
After the punt, third in a row by the Broncos.
Pistol formation here. They're going to hand it off. Kenyon Drake.
And hit by a couple. Simmons was there, and Purcell with a gain of 4.
I think I'm going to get you.
Now Mike Purcell is coming off the field a little bit slowly for the Broncos.
For your grandkids, and then they can dump it on you. Is that something you would look forward to?
10.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter.
They showed us on TV. Yeah, that's right, we did. Purcell made that hit. By the way, Purcell was the one who was in Wilson's ear last week in that exchange on the sideline. Second down.
Trips to the right side. Pressure. Huntley fires wide open. That is complete. Mark Andrews into Denver territory, out of bounds near the 45.
To the Denver 44 and a gain of 22 and a first down.
How about Huntley standing in the pocket? They bring 5 that
Good
time.
job by Huntley hanging in. Denver brought pressure. Huntley hangs in the pocket and delivers a nice throw there to Mark Andrews.
A corner route, he flattens it because there's space to the sideline. Accurate throw by Huntley. Good play design out to that left side.
Huntley swings it. Another completion. Huntley's 3 for 3 so far. That time it's the former Chief DeMarcus Robinson and another 5-yard gain there for Baltimore. Do not tell me that this offense is going to operate better with Tyler Huntley in there. Seriously. Read option. He's going to keep it here, and Huntley for maybe 2 or 3. Third down and 3 here for the Ravens. Come on, guys. We need to get off the field. Watch the read option here.
Jackson, who was sacked for a second time.
Well, and it was last minute. I mean,
also, watch Mark Andrews.
So he was more worried about quarterback center.
Andrews, look at he's even on the field here on this snap. Patrick Ricard goes in motion now.
3 for 3 in this game.
He's got a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. It's Devin Duvernay on a little flip. He's got the first down. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
He's down to the 26 and a gain of 10.
And this is exactly what you don't want to see. This offense is now moving better with Tyler Huntley in there. That's great. Here's the drive where the defense collapses. Baltimore is going to take a 7-3 lead, and with this offense, that's an insurmountable lead. Deshaun Jackson, little tunnel screen. He dances forward, maybe 5. Damari Mathis there on the tackle.
Well, and Lamar Jackson told us how excited he is about Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, you're right, D-Rock. This is going to be a fast game. Stream's barely been going for an hour now, and we're already halfway through the second quarter.
Quality reps over quantity reps, so they're going to monitor how much he plays.
Huntley in trouble, nowhere to go. He's going to look to throw, and it's off target. Looking for Devin Duvernay downfield. And we got laundry. I'm worried this might be on Denver.
Either with a hit to the head or late hit, something like that.
First penalties of the game.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Alex Kemp is our referee. That's on Jonathan Cooper, who had a sack earlier in this game. And this is the part where Denver begins to shoot themselves in the foot.
Look at where the Ravens are on their 4th possession.
Well, it's that little extra at the end, and really what they're determining is
it's so subtle.
It wasn't necessary. That's why.
There's Hackett.
That's why the penalty was thrown.
The business a little bit on that one.
He had already stopped
Ooh,
and slowed up, and then
Hackett. I have never seen him show frustration like that. Oh, looks like the Giants just tied things up with Washington here.
Drake is the back. That's a jet sweep pass because it went in the air to Duvernay. And let's see where he was knocked out of bounds. He may have even lost a yard. He did. Lost 1 as the clock is ticking here in the second. The hit by Simmons, the decorated veteran. They're having problems getting the play down last couple weeks. Not today. They are speeding things up. Huntley, 2nd and 11. Crumbling pocket. That sets up Robinson, grabbed by Josie Jewell and harnessed.
All right, 3rd down.
In the red zone's an area they've struggled. They struggled in last week, had to settle for field goals. Actually, the last 9 times they've been in the red zone, they've only gotten 3 touchdowns. So this is an area of the field they wanted to get some improvement on. Obviously, you're dealing with Huntley now, who hasn't had many reps, if at all, in practice working on red zone. So that adds another level of problems.
All right, come on, red zone D. Let's hold strong here. From the 10. It's 3rd and 9. Technically, the Ravens can get a first down without getting the touchdown. Huntley is in trouble. Getting flushed. Tyler Huntley's going to run, and he is blasted at the 8-yard line. Alex Singleton, among others. Josie Jewell also in there, and they just laid the wood on Tyler Huntley. Ravens obviously can't afford to lose another quarterback in this one. That was a really interesting route concept there. It looks like they ran mesh and then a backside slant with it. That was a really interesting route. A little interesting route combination there by the Ravens.
26-yard try here by Tucker.
Justin Tucker, 26 yards, no problem. And we got a tied game. 5:55 left to play in the first half. 3-3. Tyler Huntley with a pretty good drive there. Tyler Huntley is 6 for 6 for 44 yards in this one. Devin Duvernay is the Ravens' leading rusher, actually, with 10 yards. Mark Andrews with a catch for 22 yards. Russell Wilson so far is 4 for 5 for 33 yards. Latavius Murray, our leading rusher, 12 carries for 42 yards. 4 receptions for 33 yards for Greg Dulcich. Win probability is currently sitting at 73% in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Looked like Denver was going to dominate the time of possession to start the first half, but Baltimore has closed the gap big time. 12 minutes and 23 seconds of offensive possession for Denver, 11:42 now for Baltimore. Both teams with 4 first downs in this one. No turnovers yet, which is always good to see. Denver's run 21 offensive plays for 84 yards, averaging 4 yards per play. Not much better for Baltimore. 20 plays, 79 yards, also averaging 4 yards per play. I could definitely see 17-16 Denver. Defense is going to need to hold up and keep the Ravens out of the end zone. If our red zone D can hold stout like it did on that last drive. That said, though, man, Tyler Huntley did look pretty good last time on that drive, man. 6 for 6 through the air, hit some layup shots. I cannot freaking talk this morning. But yeah, man. Thus far, Ravens offense has operated more efficiently with Tyler Huntley in there as compared to Lamar Jackson. All right, we're back.
Sponsored by Walmart. All the things you need for all the ways we holiday. Auto Trader. And by Burger King.
So a
All
field
right,
goal
folks,
on a
we
pretty
got a
good-looking
tied
drive,
game.
which ends in a 26-yarder by Tucker. They had a 22-yard pass to Andrews, but look at they've run the ball and they've passed, and they lost their starting quarterback in those first 3 possessions. The red zone has been an issue. We mentioned that in that last drive.
10 plays, 62 yards, 5 minutes off the clock for the Ravens on that drive, and ended in 3 points. Short kickoff here by Justin Tucker, fielded near the 20-yard line by Saubert, and Saubert will be tackled at about the 24.
Guys, just an update on Lamar Jackson. Still in the locker room with team doctor Andrew Tucker being evaluated for that knee injury, and there's certainly no replacing him. But Tyler Huntley, a very similar skill set. He played in 7 games.
Absolutely.
For the Ravens last season, so not much
Again, man, Tyler Huntley is basically like a diet Lamar Jackson in this one.
At this point is tight end Mark Andrews.
Oh, Mark Andrews, the emergency quarterback. Woo. All right, first down and 10. Play action. Wilson fires over the middle. It's complete. Marlon Mack inside the 30 to the 31, gain of 6.
Of the season, and they've got him at the 30, and he picks up 6 on the play.
Kevin, that's the 9th snap that they've
Denver
had
needs to go on a sustained drive here.
7 of them have
Take some
run
time off the
plays.
clock. Try to at
Using
least
the play
mimic
action
that
pass
opening
because the
drive
defense is dialing in
and
on
let the
that run,
defense catch
and
their
we get
breath.
easy completion over the middle.
4 completed passes to the
Eric
tight end.
Tomlinson goes in
Right
motion.
to the running
Russ
back,
making a
Mack.
check at the line.
Those are the 5 completions, second
2 tight ends
down,
set to the
4.
left side. It's Mack, and he gets blown up in the backfield. Roquan Smith, among others, were there. Patrick Queen also there for the Ravens.
Patrick Queen's actually going to come on a blitz, and Roquan Smith gets to
And
the
now we
outside
find
with a
ourselves in another 3rd and
excellent
5
design from a
situation.
defensive standpoint, and Roquan's, you're going to see Queen come in this way. Roquan comes
God,
around,
man, the play calling has been
gets
so
right to the
bad
middle,
in
there's
this
nobody there
game.
to block him, and gets a
I
short
get you're
tackle,
trying to
starts.
establish the run, but you got to eventually realize it's not working.
2 tight ends, both split wide, 3rd and 5.
Both teams just 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. And that one is batted and incomplete. Tyus Bowser was there, and he bats it away at another Denver punt.
Punting unit again for the Broncos.
Well, if you're making a quick throw like that, you'd like to get their hands down, and I know right tackle Cam Fleming is trying to get out there. See how he takes a drop step and
Yeah.
instead of going and attacking
That's
him, and
not
you
the
try and
greatest
get their
rep
hands
there
down
by
at the
Cam
low
Fleming.
to keep those hands down. If you
Most
know you get
offensive
quick
linemen will
throws
tell you that
outside,
batted
that's
balls are the
fine.
fault of
Fleming
offensive
able to get
linemen,
plays and
not the
easy
quarterback.
back down for Bowser.
Waitman to punt. It's errant.
Ooh, bad snap. Waitman.
Duvernay.
Fair
third
catch at
punt,
the 29.
42-yard
42-yard punt. Not his best again. I don't know, man. Corliss Waitman experiment definitely is not looking great. I don't think letting Sam Martin go this offseason was the best idea. I watched these two go at it almost every day in training camp, and although Waitman does have a big leg, his placement was so inconsistent. I don't know. It's like you tease us with Greg Dulcich and then you refuse to get him involved. God, man, this offense is so frustrating to watch. We got 25 people in the house right now. Again, guys, thank you so much. If you have yet to vote in our poll up above, please do so. It looks like we got 20 votes so far. 65% of you guys are on the Broncos to hold on in this one. Also, guys, if you could smash the like button, I would really appreciate it. It's a free and easy way that you can help show your support for the channel. It helps tell YouTube to push us out to fellow members of Broncos country, so it would really help us out. Again, guys, thank you so much for bearing with me today, even though my throat's all messed up. I'm getting over some kind of illness here, but not a big deal. Treat him like the kid in lice with class. It's true. Here's my thing about Russell Wilson. You can attack the way he's playing on the field all you want, but the fact of the matter is, literally none of us know him as a person. So you can't say something about someone personally when you literally don't know them. So whenever I see the national media crapping on Russ's personality and crapping on his character, it really ticks me off, because that's just low-hanging fruit. You can criticize the way he's playing all you want. I've done that in spades, but I don't know, man. The fact that people are making it personal with Russell Wilson kind of frustrates me a little bit. Again, you can say what you want about how he's played, but to personally attack the guy is kind of a stretch. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Tyler Huntley being chased, rolling out, fires, and that is broken up and incomplete. Looking for DeMarcus Robinson, PS2, with the PBU on that one.
And 9. It is interesting when a team changes quarterbacks, and this is what we're seeing now with Baltimore. There's a cadence difference. It's just a different rhythm.
Oh yeah, there's a difference with almost everything.
There's a different rhythm getting the plays called within the huddle, getting up to the line of scrimmage. The cadence, as you said, can be a little bit different. The impressive thing for Huntley, that's just his first incompletion on the day. Coming in cold the way he did, he started off 6 for 6, and it was a great play by
2nd and 10.
that was able to knock
Quick
that away.
throw out to Robinson, and he gets about 5.
Who's had a couple of shaky performances in a row, yet remains one of the best young cornerbacks in pro football. It's a gain of about 6 on the play, and he's out near the 35.
And Surtain is one of the best young corners in the league. A year ago had 4 interceptions. Doesn't have any interceptions this year, but it's because teams are starting to throw away from him.
3rd and 4. Let's see if this defense can get off the field.
Just his approach is outstanding. I know talking to
3 receivers set to the right side. Handed off to Justice Hill, and he only gets a couple. Let's see if Baltimore wants to go for it here.
No gain on the play. Punting unit will come out
And nope, they will punt.
And for the
Very interesting 3rd down play call there for the Ravens. Very Clint Kubiak-esque, calling a run on 3rd down, but I will definitely take that.
Jordan Stout, rookie out of Penn State. Broncos are number 3 in fewest points allowed.
Jordan Stout.
So far have allowed 3. They got Montrell Washington.
Ooh, short kick there, but it does take a Ravens bounce. And it'll die at the 7-yard line. Down there by Seymour for the Ravens. 55-yard boot there for Jordan Stout. The 30-second timeout here. And once again, stop me if you heard this one before, Denver's going to take over deep in their own territory. You know, I think for without a doubt, Nathaniel Hackett's going to be gone. Problem is, Russell Wilson, we can't move on from him until 2025. The financial ramifications would be too great. We literally would not be able to field a roster if we got rid of Russell Wilson before 2025. He's going to wind up and go deep here. Wide open! Jerry Jeudy! Working against Marlon Humphrey, and finally, that is the big play we've been looking for. Russ to Jeudy. 40 yards. Let's see if that can ignite this passing attack. Hit Jeudy on that deep over route. Now from the 42-yard line, they go quick. Give it to Murray, and Murray will be near the midfield stripe. And that'll probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
They're running a change of personnel groups here, but with 10 seconds to go before the 2-minute warning, it's whether or not they get the ball snapped.
Yep, let's see if they can.
Maybe try and get them off sides.
That should have been a false start. There's a flag down. That's going to be a false start. That's on Russ.
Offense number 3.
Yep.
He started rocking and then he started doing the hand
Yep.
gestures and stuff like he meant to do.
Yep, that was a false start on Russ.
Broncos offense just committed their 26th
1 step forward, 2 steps back. Second and 13 now.
Second and 13. When we come back, we are at the 2-minute warning.
And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Man, can I just be happy for once about something this offense does and not get frustrated on the very next play? Come on, Russ, you got to stay in your stance when you're under center like that. When you can't suddenly fake as if you're pulling the ball out. That's a false start all day long. Let's see what's going on in the other games, shall we? Holy crap. Packers now down 16-3 to the Bears. Texans lead the Browns 5-0. Deshaun Watson getting shut out. 4 for 8, 57 yards and a pick. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Commanders lead the Giants 13-10. Eagles lead the Titans 14-7. Lions lead the Jags 20-3. Vikings lead the Jets 10-3. Steelers lead the Falcons 13-6. All right, we are back in Baltimore.
By Macy's. Give love, give style, and by Verizon. The network you deserve, the savings you want.
Baltimore all dressed up and ready to go for the holiday season. We're at the 2-minute warning. Second down and 13.
Second down and 13 here, following the Russell Wilson false start penalty. Brandon Johnson, rookie receiver, goes in motion. Swing it out, Murray. And he is tackled right away by Patrick Queen after a gain of just a couple. And that'll bring up another 3rd and long for the Broncos offense.
You got all 3 timeouts. I thought Baltimore would use up one of theirs just to try and save some time.
Yeah, definitely glad Baltimore didn't take a timeout there.
So they could have an opportunity to try and double dip here. You see Denver taking a long time in the huddle.
Broncos just 1 for 6 on 3rd down conversions in this game. Now it's 3rd and 11. Wilson in trouble. Wilson fires, and that is complete. Greg Dulcich, finally.
Another long completion, that for 22 yards. That's the second 22-yard completion for the rookie tight end.
22 yards, Wilson to Dulcich running that deep over route. Nice ball there from Russ. Now Dulcich is in the slot to the left side. From the 32-yard line of the Ravens, Wilson retreating. Broncos already in field goal range. Russell smartly throws it away. Good job by Russ there. Didn't like what he had downfield, so just got rid of it, avoided the negative play.
Rise and halftime is coming up next with JB and company from New York. The scores, highlights, news. This is week 13 in the NFL.
Very fast-moving first half. We've only been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes, and we're already almost to halftime. Kendall Hinton is in the slot to the right side. Jerry Jeudy goes in motion to the left. Flip it out to Jeudy in the flats. Near the 30-yard line, gain of a couple. And that'll bring up a 3rd and medium here for the Broncos. 46 seconds left to play here in the first half. Denver does have all 3 of their timeouts.
Do you take the risk of getting knocked further back, or do they run the football here? If you look at what they did,
Broncos go empty on this 3rd down.
If you want to try and be aggressive, take advantage of some of your one-on-one matchups to the outside.
Now they got Murray in the backfield. Jeudy goes in motion. Wilson rolls out, fires, and that is complete, but looks like, nope, Jeudy cannot haul it in. Could he? Let's see. I can't see what they said. Was that a catch or not? Was that a... It looked like if he did catch it, it was a little bit short of the first down. It's a good ball there by Russ. He did get it. Nice catch by Jerry. Oh, but the ball comes out late. Let's see. Ball comes out late. I don't know about this.
He did not catch it through the play.
Nope, that's incomplete. Jeudy couldn't maintain it throughout.
Becomes a booth review.
Well, and that could be why
they called the timeout.
Why the Ravens called the timeout is maybe John Harbaugh
Baltimore took a
saw that
timeout.
and knew that Denver was going to hustle to the line of scrimmage. As we take another look at it,
it was an 8-yard gain. The Hamilton.
Yeah, that's an incomplete pass.
I think that'll stay a completion, Kevin. I think he catches it. He brings it into his body. His back is already.
I don't know, though. The way that the catch rules have been questionably enforced these past couple of weeks, I don't know what they're going to call here.
They thought the Broncos were going to hustle up to the ball, or maybe they wanted to check the spot to see if it was a first down. All those things have to
I
be
think it's
reviewed.
incomplete, unfortunately.
No, they definitely are looking at it. It's
They're
just
reviewing it, but again, man,
the reason behind why John Harbaugh took the timeout.
I don't know.
The question of what is or what isn't a catch has definitely been topic of conversation these past couple of weeks.
He's on the ground, and then as the guy's hitting him,
So I could have sworn they eliminated the survive the ground rule, but
to me it looks like he has
I don't
his
know.
stomach laying on the ground.
I'm not sure.
It was a good route by Jerry Jeudy. Let's see. They're still discussing this in New York.
I don't know.
The officials are still looking at it.
Yeah,
So we're split up here. This hasn't happened very often this season. You and I are have a different belief in what's going to transpire. I think because they called it a catch on the field, I don't know if there's enough to overturn it, but
we're going to find out.
Alex Kemp is talking with New York, looking at the play and deciding on a couple things. First of all, if they do take it back, where's the clock? Where's the ball?
I think it's coming back. They're talking about probably where the clock and shit's supposed to be.
Hold on to it and control it through the catch or through the play. And I'm thinking that's where Gene would say.
Seriously. It always seems like the no-brainer ones are the ones that have the most discussion from the refs.
I'm not speaking for him. I'm channeling him. I'm not speaking for him.
I don't think that's a completion.
Well, you say catch it.
I don't think he completed the Well, there's catch. He's down.
I don't know. I just think with the ball.
I
in his
don't
stomach
know.
and
The
laying
ball
on
doesn't start
ground,
coming out until
Jim
well
texted
after
me.
he's down.
You're right.
That's
Can you
so
believe that?
close.
Text me on the air here and say that it was 3rd and 8 at the 30. We've had a couple of field goals, so there has been a lot of scoring.
The Broncos would have all 3 timeouts.
Right.
Got 32 seconds. They would have the first down here, which would be about the 22 or just outside the 22-yard line. If all of this stands. If it's
Daniel
incomplete,
Hackett
it's all
trying to
of a sudden
grow a
4th down, and they'd have
goatee.
You would assume
All right,
they would,
here's a call from Alex
go for
Kemp.
a field goal attempt.
It would be 4th.
After review, the receiver was short of the line of gain. It's going to be 4th down and a half.
Okay.
Didn't make the catch.
So they're saying completion, but short of the line to gain.
Game clock at 42 seconds.
And you were right.
So that's what they were reviewing.
So it's 4th and short here.
Number 1, did he catch the football?
Right.
Number 2, where was the spot, and was he?
Denver does have all 3 of their timeouts.
The Broncos are staying on the field, going for it on 4th down. Baltimore
People with no eyebrows freak you out.
Baltimore has given back their timeout because of
George
the official
Payton,
review.
the way that his eyebrows are, they're almost underneath the little groove in his eyes, so it looks like he doesn't have any eyebrows. My eyebrows are so light in color, there are times where it doesn't look like I have eyebrows.
In the backfield,
4th down and 1. Russ trying to work that hard count, nearly got him. They're not snapping this.
Get him off sides.
It ain't gonna work. Timeout.
Good try, Russ.
They've got 2 left, and they're going to bring out their field goal unit. They're not going to talk
Bring
about
out
them.
Brandon
Go for
McManus,
3
try to take the lead here.
With
42
about a
seconds
half
left in the
minute to go
half.
before the end of the first half.
Well, and that's just having trust in your defense, your faith in your defense. That's
Absolutely.
With the backup quarterback in now for the Ravens in Huntley.
Or maybe a lack of trust in your offense.
Take the points
I
when
don't
you can
know.
get 'em, try and get a cheap first down.
I
With a
understand
hard
you
count,
want the
not able
points,
to get it
but
done, go ahead and kick the field goal.
I would have maybe run a QB sneak, try to take some more time off the clock, and then, if need be, kick the field goal.
This past week it was
Nonetheless, here's BMAC, 42 yards, drills it.
good from 41.
6-3 Denver, 37 seconds left in the half.
On top 6-3, half minute to
Not a
go,
bad
first
drive
half.
there.
30 after this from Progressive
30-second
Insurance.
timeout. You make sure that my
Sweet potatoes.
Sorry, Grandma, we don't have sweet
halftime
potatoes.
stuff is ready to go.
Oh, what do you mean we don't have sweet potatoes? I told you to get some. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. You gave me a whole list of things, and I got them all.
There's not a list.
Got 23 votes on our poll. 70% of you guys are on the Broncos to hold on. We got 29 people in the chat right now.
Is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge: saving money when you bundle home and auto with Progressive.
I'm sorry, Mom. I forgot the sweet potatoes.
So your starter's out, and the Ravens think we'll get the ball. Let's see what Denver does here with it, with a couple timeouts. Oh, about 30 seconds or so, 35 seconds with which to work, depending on the kickoff by McManus.
I think you try and go down and get points. You've got 3 timeouts. By the time the kick happens, you'll have still going to have over 30 seconds.
Duvernay has returned to kickoff. That lands at the goal
Touchback.
line and ricochets into the end zone. So touchback to the 25. Duvernay did have a kickoff return early in the season here, 103 yards against Miami. So he is one of the few players that has had a return touchdown this season in the NFL.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on what they do here is how much do they believe in Tyler Huntley and how equipped he is to run the 2-minute offense. And a lot of times if you're trying to start off a 2-minute drill, you do a
First down and
you do a
10
screen or a
from the
draw
25, and that looked like a false start. That's going to back up the Ravens 5 more.
yards and then take advantage of it from there.
False start here on Baltimore.
False start, offense number 10.
It's on DeMarcus Robinson.
That is the first penalty on the Ravens today.
Well, and I think Browning flinched for the Broncos, and that caused McCary to flinch.
You're allowed to
Well, the
flinch,
problem
you
is
just
Browning didn't
can't
cross
jump
over
in
into
the neutral zone.
which would make it an infraction on his part, but McCary
Yep.
obviously by moving is a penalty.
Robinson, we think, picked up the penalty.
1st and 15. Browning giving chase here. Huntley fires. It's complete to the 30-yard line. Mark Andrews. And looks like Ravens are going to have to use one of those timeouts here. Now Tyler Huntley a little gimpy after that play.
After the pickup of 10 to the terrific two-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro, Mark Andrews.
Well, I know I held my breath. I don't know about the Ravens coaches holding their breath, but running to the sideline, throwing back across your body with a floater, that's a dangerous throw. And
yeah, it is.
They were able to get the completion. And
Justin Tucker getting ready to go here.
But I tell you what, when he first threw that ball, I was like, oh no, this has disaster.
Ravens realistically need to pick up about 20 more yards. Huntley's going deep, and it's overthrown. Deshaun Jackson, the intended receiver with PS2, locked him up stride for stride. Seriously, man, that's a hell of a matchup right there. PS2 on Deshaun Jackson. Even at the age of 36, Deshaun Jackson can still turn on the afterburners.
Not falling for it and working right with Deshaun
Baltimore
Jackson.
will get the ball to start the second half. 3rd down and 5, 25 seconds left in the first half.
Ante Adams the week before for the Raiders. Over 100 yards. 3rd down.
Devin Duvernay goes in motion. Here comes a blitz. Picked up well. Huntley fires, 1st down. Isaiah Likely, rookie tight end. Gain of 4. Baltimore will take their final timeout.
And another timeout taken.
Likely just running a slant to the backside as the middle of 3 receivers and just working and trying to, as he sees Huntley scrambling, works his way into the middle of the zone, able to get the 1st down.
One of the big stories this week was plays getting in late to the quarterback. There were headset issues last week in Jacksonville. Late snaps, delay of games, but it has not been a factor yet in this one.
1st down and 10. 21 seconds, no timeouts for the Ravens. Huntley fires into traffic, bottled incomplete. Looking for Mark Andrews, 2nd and 10, 16 seconds left.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
We got Seth, the Ravens fan, in.
Well,
cool to see a couple of Ravens fans in the chat.
You see Singleton's coming from the inside, defender to the outside. If you lead him, it's an interception going the other way because of the coverage that the Broncos were in. So I understand trying to hold up your receiver, just not on the same page.
Ravens need about 20 more yards.
Hill is the running back. Andrews, by the way, 32 yards is the leading receiver.
Which is
and now Denver will take a timeout.
Yep. There's a look at Nathaniel Hackett. If you read the press in Denver and hear the talk of a lot of experts around the NFL, they say his seat now is pretty hot.
Yep.
Well, I understand it's hot because of the expectations. You know, you have the expectations when you make the trade for Russell Wilson and the contract and you see all the things going on. But the fact remains is, yeah, their record's not very good, but 9 of their 11 games have been one-score games. They just
that's a testament to your defense, though. But when you hire an offensive-minded head coach, you don't expect such crappy results from your offense.
Their star running back.
2nd out and 10. Huntley winds up, fires over the middle. Mark Andrews, and they are in field goal range. They got to get up and clock. 4, 3, they're not going to make it. 2, 1. Let's see, did they get it? They did not get it in time. That'll take us to the end of the first half. 6-3, and the Baltimore crowd not pleased. All right, guys, be sure to keep it right here for second half action. We will be back. There we go.
That adds another factor to it. No timeouts. You get the completion to Andrews.
Or wait, maybe not, maybe not.
They can't get over there
that was funny. Let's see, did they? Did they? No, into the half.
They had Deshaun Jackson way at the other end of the field. That's where he wanted to go deep. And we are at halftime. But
All right, now we're going to halftime. Keep it right here for second half action, guys. All right, guys, we're back in for second half action of Broncos versus Ravens. Broncos currently lead 6-3, although this game has been really tight all throughout. Lamar Jackson exited early in the game with a knee injury. It's been Tyler Huntley for most of the first half there for the Ravens. Huntley went 10 for 14 through the air, 85 yards. Mark Andrews was his leading receiver, 3 receptions for 48 yards. Now for the Broncos, Russell Wilson's been pretty solid actually, 10 for 13 for 112 yards. Latavius Murray, 13 carries for 44 yards. Greg Dulcich, 5 catches for 55 yards. Denver's got 164 total yards of offense in this game as compared to 122 for Baltimore. 16 minutes of time of possession for Denver, just under 14 minutes of time of possession for Baltimore, and both teams have 6 first downs apiece. Denver's run 31 total plays, 164 yards, 6 points per play, or 5.3 yards per play, excuse me. Baltimore, 29 total plays, 122 yards, 4.2 yards per play for them. Just got a little bit time here before second half action officially gets underway. Hope everybody is doing fantastic on this Sunday morning. Again, guys, be sure to participate in our poll if you have yet to do so. Looks like we have got 29 votes so far. 69% of you guys are on the Broncos to hold on and win this one. All right, we are back in Baltimore, guys. There's Lamar Jackson as he was heading off the field earlier.
Huntley hasn't taken any snaps or thrown the ball prior to today.
And Lamar is out for the game with a knee.
Not a lot of yards. This has been a
the way he was moving after the injury absolutely sucks.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Trevor Lawrence just got hurt for the Jaguars. Oh, that didn't look good. Hopefully he's okay.
On his condition, because right now that is the talk of the league with the kickoff to start the second half.
Yeah, second half is underway here. Ravens will get to start off. Here's Devin Duvernay, and he gets just across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Forced out of bounds by the rookie receiver Jalen Virgil.
Well, thanks, Kevin. I did just get the news that Lamar Jackson has been declared
That
out
sucks,
with that
man.
injury for the rest of this game. John Harbaugh was extremely frustrated with the offense. He said we've got to start executing, stacking.
Oh, shit. Trevor Lawrence got his leg rolled up on. That doesn't look good at all. I hope both Lamar and Lawrence are okay. That shit sucks.
Just haven't been able to convert. Defensively, he feels like his unit's playing as one. They've been very gap sound, and he likes the way they've gotten pressure on the quarterback while keeping him in the pocket, guys.
All right, first down and 10. Gus Edwards gets the carry to start the half, and he will surge forward for a gain of 5. Defense had some orange slices. There you go. Got to get that Orange Crush D fired up.
After McCary began the game, and then a play later, he came in. And
4 carries for 11 yards so far for Gus Edwards in this one. Now Kenyon Drake is in the backfield. Second down and 6. Little bunch formation to the right side. Huntley fires over the middle, complete short of the line to gain by about a yard. Devin Duvernay. Good tackle there by the rookie Damari Mathis.
And very close to the first 10. And just one quick note about Stanley and what he brings to the team. When he starts at left tackle for John Harbaugh, they are 5-1.
Got 20 people in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Be sure to smash the like button. They hold up the play here. 3rd down and 1 from the 26. Got to imagine they might run a QB sneak here. That's exactly what they do. Tyler Huntley grinds to the left. He's got the first down.
His way by the 26, picks up 2, and has the first down.
And a pretty good start to the opening drive of the second half for the Baltimore Ravens. And we got a whistle. We got an injury.
By that point, Huntley had already had the first down.
Ravens only had 122 yards.
Someone's
in the
down for
first
Denver.
half.
I can't tell who.
Both teams had three and outs. There
Can't
is a
see who
player
that. It's
down,
Draymond
and that
Jones.
is Draymond Jones.
Oh
He'll step
boy, we cannot afford to lose him on the interior.
We're not usually ones that like
We're
to
gonna
toot our
step
own
away
horn,
here.
but we're happy.
Oh, hopefully Draymond's okay. He was down on a couple of knees there. Certainly would be a massive loss. Oh, and also Cortland Sutton, questionable with a hamstring. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, Jags are losing to the Lions, and they may have also lost Trevor Lawrence. I don't know what's going on with him. Sure didn't look good. All right, let's see what's going on in the other games. Oh, looks like the Packers closed their gap a little bit on the Bears. They now are down just 10-16. Steelers lead the Falcons 16-6. Vikings lead the Jets at halftime 20-6. Lions lead the Jags 23-6, but Jacksonville may have some bigger problems on their hands. Eagles currently lead the Titans 21-10. Browns and Texans. Browns lead 7-5. That was all on a Donovan Peoples-Jones punt return touchdown. Deshaun Watson has not looked very good based on what I've seen. The Giants currently are up on the Commanders 20-13. And then obviously Denver currently leads Baltimore. Ooh, man, that was not a good looking injury at all for Trevor Lawrence. Draymond Jones now headed to the blue tent. Hopefully he's okay.
In the tent, Draymond Jones. He's perhaps the Broncos MVP.
Without a doubt.
Defensively, gets out. That's a good sign.
Yeah, he's out of the tent. Good to see. Devin Duvernay goes in motion here. 1st and 10. And a good tackle there by the aforementioned Wazarike. In there in place of Draymond Jones, and he limits Kenyon Drake to a 1-yard gain there.
Yeah, it would be big for the Broncos if they could get Draymond Jones back in the game, and good to see him bouncing out.
Yeah, today just seems like one of those injury days across the league, man. A lot of big injuries so far.
This is the first half resume for the first place Baltimore Ravens today.
2nd down and 9. Huntley fires, complete, and a few yards short of the line to gain there. DeMarcus Robinson, Damari Mathis makes the tackle.
Mathis is a rookie out of Pitt. 4th round pick, and there's DeMarcus, who's been around. He had a 9-catch game last week in Carolina.
4 catches for 18 yards so far for Robinson in this game.
Well, Huntley's been very efficient, 12 of 16
Got
so
24 people in the house.
Yards, so most of the stuff has been underneath, but I like the
3rd down and 3.
Quick throw for him to make this into a manageable 3rd down.
11 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Jet sweep, Devin Duvernay, he's going nowhere. Nice tackle there. Josie Jewell, Justin Simmons were in there.
Simmons came like a torpedo and brought him down. Here come the boos. Martin was over there.
Boo birds starting to come down there. Jake Martin was also in there for the Broncos.
Well, the Broncos had an idea that the Ravens were going to try.
He clarified recently that he prefers to go by Jake, not Jacob.
Trying to stop the run, and that's what the strength of the Ravens is. So
and now Ravens go 3 and out to start the half. Here's Jordan Stout to boot. This defense has been absolutely phenomenal. Montrell Washington back to inside his 5. Tries to get out of trouble. gets to about the 18. Not a bad return there.
By the long snapper, bringing him down. Nick Moore, 15-yard return. Timeout.
Hell, I'd argue calling our offense a Ford Escort as being nice.
Was really coming.
Our offense is like a trashed out old bug. We got 31 votes in our poll so far. 65% of you guys are on the Broncos to hold on in this one. Defense did a good job going 3 and out there on the first possession. Let's see if offense can reward them and get some freaking points on the board. Can we just break 16 points once? Yeah, Ford Pinto. That seems like a more accurate description. You know what they say about Fords. Stands for fucker only runs downhill. Found on the road dead. Yeah, man, you gotta say, though, what does this say about the Baltimore Ravens? I mean, sure, they're running with a backup quarterback right now, but... yeah, either way, it's a Ford. Again, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash the like button. Again, it's a free and easy way you can show your support and help tell YouTube to push us out to fellow Broncos country members, just like you and me. Ravens inducted Marshall Yonda into their Ring of Fame today. All-pro left guard for them all those years. We're back in Baltimore.
Into the Ravens Ring of Honor. Someday he probably will be in camp.
Broncos begin. First down and 10 from the 18-yard line. Little delayed handoff. It's Mike Boone. Nice cutback from Mike Boone. And he's got a first down. Why the hell are we not riding him more, man? He is clearly our best runner.
Or makes the run, rather. Here's a look at some of the numbers on Yonda. It's the 7 All-Pros that really stand out.
Absolutely, man. Marshall Yonda is one of the best to ever do it.
The All-Pro status, I agree with you, Kevin. I think he'll be in the Hall of Fame someday.
Oh, he should be first ballot, in my opinion. Split backfield here. Montreal Washington and Mike Boone.
First and 10. Another wide receiver injury.
Delayed handoff to Boone again, and Boone will cut inside for about 2.
Just on the play, nice hit, Smith and others.
Second down and 8.
2-yard gain out near the 30-yard line. So they lose Tim Patrick, the Broncos, due to a ACL in preseason. They've lost KJ Hamler. He went on IR this week with a hamstring. They just got Judy back, but he was out for a while.
Clock ticking inside 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, coming into the season, it was expected to be
second down and 8.
Best wide receiver groups in the NFL.
Play action. Wilson's got nowhere to go. He's flushed. He's got to throw it away.
And he throws it away. And chased on the play by Justin.
And we got a flag down. That's possibly a hold.
Looks like it might be against the Ravens.
Oh, it could be a defensive hold. Let's see what we got. Broncos are pointing that direction. It is a defensive hold. It's on Marlon Humphrey. Working on the rookie Brandon Johnson. Yep, that's a pretty easy call there. He was going to get beat.
Defending the rookie free agent Brandon Johnson.
There was nobody open. I was going to say there was one guy that fell down, and that was
both teams with just 2 penalties each in this game. Did a pretty clean game so far.
Nonetheless,
Wilson's 10 for 13 for 112 yards. He makes a check at the line. Eric Saubert goes in motion. They gotta go! Timeout, 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 timeout! That's a delay of game. That's a delay of game. That's terrible. Did they get the timeout?
Before the penalty flag was
They
thrown.
did.
Timeout. Denver, their first of the half.
Denver calls the timeout, 9:47.
Yep. Looks like Saubert did not go in motion when Russell Wilson wanted him to and completely threw off the timing of everything. Timeout, 9 minutes, 47 seconds in the third quarter. We'll say, man, the Ravens have been some ass in this one. Tyler Huntley, 12 for 16 through the air, 95 yards. He's been really efficient. Mark Andrews, just 3 catches in this one for 48 yards. Greg Dulcich, 5 receptions for 55 yards for the Broncos. So both tight ends are currently leading their respective teams in receiving yards. Latavius Murray's got 13 carries for 44 yards. Russell Wilson is 10 for 13 through the air for 112 yards. 176 total yards for Denver, 139 total yards for Baltimore. Time of possession has been pretty much dead even with both teams just over 17.5 minutes of possession. 8 total Denver first downs, 7 total Baltimore first downs. These two offenses have basically been almost identical today. Denver's run 33 plays for 176 yards, 5.3 yards per play. Baltimore's run 35 plays, 139 yards, just 4 yards per play. It is still very much anyone's game. I love tight defensive battles like this one, man. And our offense is at least trying to help our defense out today. Got Money Sia. I'm so sorry if I screwed the pronunciation up on that one. Who y'all think's going to win? I don't know, man. This is still very much anyone's game. If Denver's offense can get something going here in the second half, that'll really bode well for them. All right, here we go.
Director Jim Cornell back at M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore.
Wilson is under center, first down and 10 from the 35-yard line. They give it to Boone, and Mike Boone will shake and bake for maybe a yard or two.
With Jason Pierre-Paul will jump on him after a gain of 2, and he's out to the 36.
Excellent job by Jason Pierre-Paul that time, able to push that line of scrimmage all the way down, and that's what frees up Peter to the outside to get in position, and then of course Patrick Queen.
Second down and 9.
From the inside, but
split backfield with Murray and Washington.
Broncos have only scored 1 offensive touchdown in the third quarter this season. Second and 9.
This is Murray. Nothing there. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. And that'll bring up a third down and 9.
Well, you got to go back to the first half where the Broncos had a lot of success running the football, and Latavius Murray had a good half. But so far in this half, they haven't been able to get that run game going.
Those numbers say a lot.
Yeah.
After adjustments are made at halftime, and not much to show for it this season. Third and 9.
All right, third down and 9. 2 receivers set to the left side. Wilson climbs the pocket, dumps it to Murray. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to be corralled a couple yards short. And Denver will punt it away.
On third and 9, the punting unit will come out for the Broncos on their first second half possession.
Well, now the Broncos fall to 2 of 9 on third down conversions.
That's
and
terrible.
It all comes down to first and second down. The type of
Yep.
success
You can't put yourself in third and long all the time. That's why they have such a low third down conversion rate. It's because they are literally almost always in third down and long.
Good hang. Punt of 47.
You know, again, a lot of Wilson's struggles have just a lot to do with the poor play calling on first down and second down. The team consistently puts themselves in these third and long situations, and then the defense just has to play deep zone coverage and let the Broncos take what they have in front of him, and that's just not a sustainable offensive formula. A lot of the reasons why, our offense has not been able to succeed is because on first and second down, they completely fail, and on third down, we're in these impossible situations. It's terrible. It is really terrible. It's so cliche, but again, it's not a cliche if it's not true. If you want to win on third down, then you've got to win on first and second down. Looks like we haven't had very many score changes in the games. It looks like the Giants are now ahead of the Commanders, 20-13. God, man, it's been frustrating to watch this offense, man. The run game, especially on first and second down, has been almost non-existent. And again, that puts yourself in those freaking third and long situations that are impossible to overcome. Got 27 people in the house right now. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Russell Wilson, 11 for 14 through the air in this one for 118 yards. Again, he's done a pretty good job taking what the defense gives him, but again, once you're in third down and long, there's not much you can do. I think back to that Indianapolis game, and main reason why we did so poorly in that game is because we consistently found ourselves in third and longs. All right, we're back, and of course they've got to remind us of Jacoby Jones, the Mile High Miracle, freaking Raheem Moore. Now that's a four-letter word here in Broncos country, Raheem Moore.
Back in the 2012 season.
All right, Ravens set to take over at their own 12. Worst starting field position today. Seth? Tyler has 98 yards. He's 13 for 17 through the air for 98. And looks like he just made it up to 100 right there. That was a gain of 3.
I can't say enough about how well he has played. Excellent against the run. Third straight start.
There's Alex Singleton, who's been a real diamond in the rough for us at the linebacker position.
Because all I know is he plays good football. He's instinctive.
There's Ajiro Evero. One of the few bright spots on our coaching staff this season. Second down and 7. Denver showing pressure. They're coming. He fires and Huntley delivers. On the sideline, it's Devin Duvernay. Kareem Jackson in coverage there. That's a bit of a mismatch.
Good play action fake here by Huntley. Broncos are bringing pressure, so he can't stand in the pocket and step into it. He has to drift to get away from it. Makes an accurate throw to the boundary, keeping it away from the defender.
How about Huntley? They 14 of 18, and you can see the run selection right there. And they would love to run more. It's the second best rushing team in football, clearly shaded by Jackson being.
First down and 10.
He's been very efficient, done a good job with it, and most of the time have been
6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. A big handoff here. Kenyon Drake to the 40-yard line. Gain of 12.
I like at the end of this run how he sees the defender coming in low, going to make the tackle. So he actually goes airborne. Watch right at the end here. He sees it. See how he jumps so he doesn't take that direct hit to his legs.
First and 10. Huntley pulls it down, and he's got to throw it away. Oh, it's intercepted! It's picked off by Justin Simmons! Huntley was trying to throw it away, couldn't get it out of bounds, and Justin Simmons makes him pay. And that is the big play that we needed from our defense. First pick in the last 4 games for this Broncos defense. Oh, man, let's go! Edge rushers squeeze the pocket with Jonathan Cooper. And that is just a terrible miss there by Tyler Huntley. I don't know if he was trying to throw it away or if he was trying to hit Mark Andrews. Either way, it was a crappy throw. And Justin Simmons with the INT.
With a turnover right there.
Let's go!
Now can they do anything with it?
1st and 10 from the 40. Yeah, can the offense do anything with it? Play action. Wilson and nothing downfield. He's got to check it down to Murray, and he'll search forward for a couple. Gain of 2.
Well, they tried taking a shot up the field, came off the play fake, did a half roll, set up at 2 receivers deep.
Well, it's in the history books now, Ravens fan.
Just had to hit the check down for a short gain.
2nd and 8. Man, Detroit continues to pour it on Jacksonville. Wilson under center. Handoff. Murray's blown up in the backfield by JPP. Big tackle there by the longtime veteran Jason Pierre-Paul. 13 years, he's been doing it a long time. Former Giant, former Buccaneer. And where have you heard this before? It's 3rd and long. This offense is so bad.
The run defense hasn't allowed more than 48 yards rushing in a game since week 7.
3rd and 10, the crowd at M&T Bank Stadium starting to get loud. Trips right. Wilson slings it underneath. It's complete to Mike Boone, and Boone will be short of the line to gain. Denver needs to think about going for this. Denver needs to think about going for this. Looks like they're going to trot the field goal unit. Try to take the 6-point lead. I get it. I can respect it. I would have at least tried to run up and hard count him if nothing else, but I can definitely respect this decision. Here's Brandon McManus, 50 yards.
We told you in the first half, in his kicking leg, a tight quad.
And it's perfect. Brandon McManus, 3 for 3 today. And Denver now takes a 6-point lead on the Baltimore Ravens. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to go. Are we going to commercial or not?
Brandon McManus.
Are we going to commercial?
For the Broncos, who come in having lost 3 in a row and 7 of 8.
Maybe not. Yep, I will definitely take the 3. Points are at a premium in this one. I will absolutely take it. And it looks like we're not going to commercial.
What the Broncos have scored, they've averaged trend. A lot of interesting numbers, of course, when you get this deep in the season. Some of this stuff starts to erupt, but they've averaged 14 points a game. It's the lowest average for a team in the NFL since the 2000 Cleveland Browns. So coming into today, they had scored 157 total points. Lowest scoring team since the Browns of the year 2000.
Well, and they've struggled to score points in the second half. I think all season they've only had 6 second-half touchdowns. So
6 second-half touchdowns for the Broncos. That's pathetic. We got 30 people in the house. Thank you so much, guys.
McManus has now kicked more 50-yard field goals in the history of Bronco football than anybody else.
Oh yeah, someone gets a touchdown here. That'll probably decide the winner for sure.
Look like Locke jumped down low. PJ Locke may have gotten him. Return to 22. Mel, what do you have?
Well, Kev, you mentioned this week is the start of My Cause, My Cleats in the NFL, where hundreds of players will showcase custom cleats representing causes and charities that are important to them, and players can then auction off.
Russell Wilson's cleats are pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Their choice. And even the new owners of the Broncos got involved, with Carrie Walton Penner honoring the Child Mind Institute.
That's awesome.
Cleats. And then Greg Penner raising awareness for Teach for America. Great stuff, Kev.
Great causes, Mel, for sure. Thank you. Mel's been busy today watching these named players get injured. 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
Huntley, first down, doesn't like what he has, fires it underneath. It's bobbled and incomplete. Looking for the fullback Patrick Ricard. Alex Singleton in coverage there for Denver.
They stay at the 22. Singleton again.
Well, he doesn't catch it clean. It's low. It pops up in the air.
Oh, that was a hell of a catch. That was a hell of a catch there.
I think of this defense. No Bradley Chubb. They traded him a month ago. They traded Von Miller last year, middle of the season. They've been without Gregory since week 4.
Yeah, for sure, Von Miller. A lot of teams basically treat the first 4 weeks of the season as their preseason almost. Second down and 10. Especially the teams that don't play their starters. Pressure here. Huntley's going to run. Huntley has the first down. Tony, how's it going? Russ has actually played pretty well. Our run game has not helped him. But Denver's gotten a couple of nice drives going on offense. Some bad third down play calling in the red zone has kind of prevented us from getting more points. But Russ has played pretty well for us today. One of his more clean games as a Bronco. First down and 10. Pistol here. Oliver goes in motion. Handoff. Gus Edwards, maybe 2. Jonathan Cooper and Josie Jewell were there.
And out to the 37. So Baltimore and Cincinnati are tied for first in the AFC North. The Bengals.
Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate that.
On CBS. Cincinnati has won 5 of their last 6. They are beginning to get it together clearly.
They are starting to get hot, and Baltimore coming into
second down and 9. Clock ticking inside 2 minutes to the third quarter.
These two teams face each other in week 18.
Trips to the right side. It's an empty backfield. Gus Edwards split out at the top of the screen. Huntley fires. That is complete. DeMarcus Robinson. And Robinson will weave his way forward on another first down. Working against PS2, and now DeMarcus Robinson comes off a little gimpy.
Continuing to have success on the short pass plays, and Surtain comes over the top and tries to get the ball out.
Yep.
Kind of crazy to be carrying it that way, and I'm sure we'll be notified by John Harbaugh and staff that they want.
Looks like Robinson's heading for the bench. First down and 10, 2 tight end set. Ricard goes in motion. They hand it off to Drake. And Drake will get to the midfield stripe for a gain of 4.
Out to the 50-yard line.
Make it 3.
11 games this season for the Ravens. Every one of them leading up to today. They have held
clock ticking inside a minute left to play in the third quarter.
They're one of 4 teams in the NFL in NFL history to do that. The other 3 teams in NFL history all won 11 games. This team has won 7, but these are the teams. Was that Sid Luckman back in 42? Look at Breeze, Rodgers, and of course Lamar.
Huntley swings it. There's James Prochet. And maybe 2 or 3.
With a 2-yard gain, he's down to the 47.
And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Ravens will be placed with a... Oh, wait. Are they going to go? See if they maybe just try to draw the Broncos offside. 10 seconds left before the end of the quarter.
Frustrating for Ravens fans, but if you talk to John Harbaugh and their staff,
yep. They're just trying to draw them offside. Nobody's biting. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Baltimore facing with a 3rd and 5 situation. 9-3 Broncos lead. Denver's defense, man, hats off to them. They have done a great job keeping us in this game. Offensively, again, really could ask for a lot more from the run game, but Russell Wilson's played a pretty clean game. He's hit the layup shots, connected on a couple of deep balls. This is the version of Russell Wilson that we can win with if we had a better roster around him. 191 total Denver yards, 197 total Baltimore yards. Baltimore now leads the time of possession, 23-35 as compared to 21-25 for Denver. 11 total first downs for Baltimore, just 8 for Denver. Baltimore now losing the turnover battle, obviously. Russ is 13 for 16 in this one for 128 yards. Murray, 15 carries, 42 yards, pretty lackluster. Greg Dulcich, 5 receptions, 55 yards. On the Baltimore side, you got Tyler Huntley, 17 for 22 for 123 yards and a pick. Kenyon Drake, 4 carries, 21 yards. Andrews with 3 receptions for 48 yards. Denver has run 39 total plays for 191 yards, 4.9 yards per play. Baltimore, 45 total plays, 197 yards, 4.4 yards per play. Bears now lead the Packers 19-10. Detroit absolutely dominating Jacksonville. Boy, this game is tight. Looks like we got 36 votes on our poll. 64% of you guys are on the Broncos to hold on and win this one.
50 and 41-yard field goals by McManus. 26-yarder by
3rd down and 5.
Justin Tucker.
Huntley fires outside, a little bit short of the line to gain. Kareem Jackson forces Isaiah Likely out of bounds. And let's see what Baltimore wants to do. 4th down and 2.
And they're going to leave the offense on the field.
And they're staying on there.
Tyler Huntley, who is out of Utah, has been the backup for the last 3 years to the injured quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
Well,
all right. Ravens bring in an extra offensive lineman, Daniel Falele. 4th down and 2, empty backfield. Tyler Huntley is going to keep it, and he's got the 1st down. Down to the 42-yard line, and the Ravens are moving the chains.
Was actually a high school quarterback in the Miami area, and his high school players, he and Jackson, went against each other, and Huntley's team
that's sick. I didn't know that Lamar and Tyler Huntley faced off against each other in high school. That's cool.
Well, Huntley just taking it right up to the middle of the line and gets enough to pick up the 1st down.
Jewell and Singleton make the stops. Huntley's engineered a 9-play drive.
1st down and 10. Huntley to the outside, complete. DeMarcus Robinson looking for the chains and maybe a yard short. Nope, looks like they're going to give it to him. I don't know if I like that spot.
Good throw by Huntley, getting it in between the defenders. Robinson once
yeah,
again,
very good job by Huntley, finding the little void in the zone coverage. I think Robinson's a little bit short of the line to gain there. Nope, they're going to give him 1st down. I don't know if I like that spot. This drive's taken almost 6 minutes off the clock for the Ravens. And off. Or maybe 3, Kenyon Drake.
And Drake with the run. Watch the show.
Clock ticking inside, 12 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. 2nd down and 7. Denver's red zone defense desperately needs to hold up.
Wilson over there resting, and he's been over there for a while. He's had a 13-16 day. No turnovers.
2nd down and 7.
Tyler Huntley, 2nd down and
orbit
7.
motion here from Kenyon Drake. Oh boy, here we go. Little trickery. James Prochet winding up end zone. It's intercepted again! Justin Simmons has got his 2nd of the day! Ravens tried to get cute, and Justin Simmons makes them pay. James Prochet, the wide receiver, was looking in the end zone, threw it into a Denver team meeting. Broncos were not fooled. looking for Kenyon Drake, and Justin Simmons undercuts it, and that is Denver ball. Yeah! Let's go!
Trying to make something happen in the red zone with a trick play.
Finally!
Turnover going the other
All right, offense. At this point, 3 more points might salt this away. That was one of the easiest picks of Justin Simmons' life. He's like, thank you very much, I'll take that. From the 20-yard line now. It's Murray, he's got 5. Chuck Clark makes the tackle there for Baltimore.
In the fourth, 3 minutes gone. Denver's gotten
12 minutes left to play. Again, guys, be sure to smash that like button for that turnover. I'd really appreciate it.
Actually, you're saying starting the ball at the 20-yard line. You think about it, the Broncos haven't had very good field.
Second down and 5.
With the way that
Come on, man. If we could just get 3 points in this drive, that would be huge. Play action. Wilson fires. Sideline. It's complete. Kendall Hinton stays inbounds and gets out at about the 36-yard line. The clock continues to run.
And they move the chains. It's out near the 37-yard line.
Denver doesn't need to be in any hurry here. Allow as much time to bleed off the clock as possible.
You can see on offense they're 25th. Defense, they're 3rd. That is the largest disparity from one side to the other in the NFL.
Well, we know how good this defense has been all year long.
Wilson under center.
Run, but overall, they've been outstanding in the offense with the number of injuries.
Oh, Wilson stumbled there on the handoff, but is able to get it off to Murray, and he's going nowhere. Roquan Smith blows up Latavius on that one.
Well, and I think the big reason, if you go back to prior to the first down, is who just went down. Somebody for
I think it was Hamilton.
Oh, Kyle Hamilton's now down for the Ravens. First round rookie. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's holding his knee there.
Jacksonville, he is their nickel. The first round pick out of Notre Dame. Injury timeout, and we step aside.
And they take Hamilton off. Man, that was a big time play there by Justin Simmons, man. One of the easier interceptions you'll get. See if this offense can reward them. You know, Seth, I was honestly about to ask you the same thing. Browns now lead the Texans 14-8. Deshaun Watson just 10 for 18 through the air with a pick. Hopefully the Texans team can rally and send his ass home with an L. Bears still lead the Packers 19-10. Steelers lead the Falcons 19-13. Vikings lead the Jets 20-9. Jaguars finally got some points on the board, but they're still down to the Lions 30-14. Eagles lead the Titans 28-10. Browns up on the Texans 14-8. Giants lead the Commies 20-13. Got some really exciting matchups in the afternoon window, guys. We got the Dolphins and the 49ers, and then, of course, we have got the Chiefs and the Bengals. Tonight on Sunday Night Football, we've got the Colts and the Cowboys. Most likely, I'll be streaming that Sunday night game on my other channel, Sparkin' Sports NFL. My voice is holding up a lot better than I thought it would from calling this game, so I think I got another game in me tonight. All right, we are back. 2nd and 10 for this Broncos offense. 10 minutes, 40 seconds left, and the clock continues to tick. Eric Tomlinson goes in motion.
10 to go.
Wilson makes a check at the line, under center. They hand it off. Mike Boone's going nowhere. Good tackle there by Justin Houston in the backfield. No gain.
Houston on Tomlinson was no match there as he's able to see the summer here with 2 turnovers by Baltimore.
Ravens losing that turnover battle.
If you like defense, this is the game.
This is your game, baby.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
The crochet file that we have. I don't see any
3rd down and 10.
that he has made in high school or in college. Now, that doesn't mean that he hasn't done it before, but we can't find it. So, 3rd down and 10.
Wilson. Pocket collapses and he's sacked. Back at the 30-yard line. Dafe Owe was there for Baltimore, and Denver's got a punt. 9.5 minutes left in the game. And that was a big stop for Denver, or a big stop for Baltimore. Let's see what happened. Ravens bring a blitz. And it looked like Denver didn't even have a hot route installed. That's terrible play design. You've got to know when you have pressure, and you've got to have a hot route called into the play. That's terrible play design.
The special teams tackle. The Ravens arguing it was on the chalk, but no yellow, no flag thrown on the play. As Cooper was saying, my hands were off him.
God.
Watch it again.
Yeah, this play calling's so bad.
Cooper corralling of Duvernay. We step aside.
I mean, Kubiak is the one who's calling the plays. You can see him up in the booth, but not much changes. This offense is just, it was poorly installed in training camp. The play design is so bad. I'm going to take you guys back to the Indianapolis game. The throw that Russell Wilson missed to win the game, if you look back at that play on tape, it was a really poorly designed play. Coach Hackett said in his post-game press conference that Russell Wilson was supposed to look off the safety on the left side, then come back to the rub route on the right side and hit it. First of all, I don't know why you need to look off the safety on that situation. The rub should just get open anyway. Second of all, it's terrible play design, because by the time you look off the safety and come back to the rub, they had Melvin Gordon running this little halfback burst route, and that completely clogged the window to where Russell Wilson couldn't even see KJ Hamler. That is terrible play design, and that's just an indictment on Nathaniel Hackett, it's an indictment on Justin Outten, and it's an indictment on Clint Kubiak. The play calling sucks, the play sequencing sucks, the play design sucks. Exactly. It's like the first down marker is right there, and instead you feel the need to run 3 go routes as a clear out. I don't know. Yeah, this play design is like even worse than Madden, honestly. It's terrible.
Is
We're back.
sponsored by AT&T 5G.
All right.
Reliable,
Defense has
secure.
been absolutely
Geico.
phenomenal.
Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Now down by
And
6
by
points.
Papa.
Or up 6
Love
points.
that chicken
I'm so
from
used to
Papa.
staying down. I'm not used to the Broncos having a lead this late in the game.
That's the famous Farmer Christmas house in nearby Virginia. 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Tyler Huntley.
All right, 1st down and 10. Handoff.
And it's Drake.
Drake for about
Simmons,
4.
who's had 2 consecutive interceptions, gain of 4, and Trent out to the 35 of Baltimore.
So the Broncos do have 2 consecutive home games against the Cardinals and the Chiefs. I will be at both of those games.
Get it to second and 6.
And then Christmas, we will be back here, Sparkin Sports NFL, streaming the Broncos and the Rams. Second down and 6.
They've even changed during series. Second down and 6.
Huntley in trouble. He's sacked inside the 30-yard line. It was Baron Browning.
And he's back to the 28. The rookie
Pressure's been getting home all day long for Denver.
Baron Browning this season.
Going against Faalele out of the outside.
And that never was the case before, D-Rock. Denver used to have one of the greatest home field advantages in the entire league. Now it's almost non-existent.
Mark Andrews hasn't caught anything. They're terrific all-pro tight end.
It's 3rd down and 12 now. Let's see if we can get off the field.
3rd and 12. They need the 49.
Ravens are 3 for 10 on 3rd down conversions. Huntley's spinning. He's going to run. Tyler Huntley. Flag is down. Huntley is short of the line to gain, and that may be a hold on the Ravens.
Flag thrown.
Where's the flag? In the backfield or the secondary?
It is against the Ravens.
It is a hold on the Ravens. Let's go. We're talking things over, seeing if Hackett wants to accept or decline the penalty.
Broncos only
Probably
rushing
just
forward.
decline it. It's 4th down.
Offense number 70. That penalty is declined. Brings up 4th down.
Yep.
Zeitler.
You know, Baron Browning shows flashes of that Von Miller spin move, man.
And they see that jersey stretching, right? That's
Oh, yeah.
That's a
And that
pretty
time
good
he just
indication.
circled back across the field, man.
And Surtain was over there helping Jewell.
Here's Stout.
The punt. No hang. Washington from the 19.
Fielded by Washington at the 20, and a good tackle there by Seymour. 7.5 minutes left to play. 1st down and 10 for the Broncos. Let's see if we can milk some of this clock and maybe get 3 more points to salt this away.
Russell Wilson in Denver. Saturday, a game of honor and one we look forward to bringing you every year. The annual Army-Navy game.
I don't care how bad you are doing in the season. A win is a win is a win, and I will always be happy about a win. Let's just hope we can hold on here and get it done.
Here on CBS Sports.
Nope, there is no change.
Well, I think the key here is
Von Miller, that is 100% spot on.
have on 1st down. You go back to the last series when they had a 5-6 yard gain on 1st
All right,
down.
1st down and
They were able to
10.
convert and get the 1st down when they had no gain or a loss. They had really struggled to pick up 1st
Russ
Wilson
swings it underneath. It's caught by Murray, and Murray surging forward for a gain of about 5, and there's a man down for the Ravens. Patrick Queen grabbing that hamstring, and he is in quite a bit of pain there.
It was immediate, too, when he grabbed
Yeah,
it.
it was.
Wilson goes
Ugh.
15 of 18
Ravens
through the
star
air.
linebacker out of LSU in his 3rd
Of LSU,
season.
Former 1st-round pick. It's like me-
A little friendly fire, yep.
Exactly. I think he took a knee
Collided
to
with
the
a couple of
outside
his
that
teammates
quad.
there.
Matabike in pursuit. Watch that right knee. It's right to the outside part of his thigh there.
Ouch.
So there is a injury timeout here in Baltimore, and we will step
aside.
aside on CBS.
Hopefully Queen's okay. That was a gnarly hit he took there to the back of his leg. Let's see here. Win probability currently at 76.9% in favor of the Denver Broncos. Let's go. Russell Wilson, 14 for 18 in this one for 143 yards. Latavius Murray has been okay, I guess. 17 carries, 47 yards for him. I have no idea why we're not getting Mike Boone involved more often. Same with Greg Dulcich, quite frankly. He's got 5 receptions for 55 yards, and in the second half, he's been practically non-existent. Tyler Huntley, 19 for 24 through the air since taking over for Lamar Jackson. 137 yards and a pick. He's also got 6 carries for 29 yards and is the Ravens' leading rusher. Mark Andrews, 3 receptions for 48 yards. Baltimore, 221 total yards, 206 total yards for Denver. 28 minutes of time of possession for Baltimore. Little under 25 minutes of time of possession for Denver. 13 Baltimore first downs, 9 Denver first downs. And obviously those 2 Justin Simmons interceptions have been absolutely huge. You know, D-Rock, I definitely feel like aside from the low-hanging fruit of extending Russ before he played a snap for us, the worst move George Payton made was not even entertaining bringing back Von Miller and then backing up the Brinks truck to Randy Gregory. I understand a lot of it's bonus-based and incentive-based and whatnot, but man, you just have to wonder what this defense could have done if Von Miller was there. And oh boy, Patrick Queen's getting carted off.
He has started every game he has ever played as an NFL player. Leads the team in tackles.
Oh, that sucks, man. He missed a game in his career.
He was in significant pain, so now he has been lost.
It's been a rough day for the Ravens.
Come back in the secondary.
They've lost Lamar Jackson. They've lost Kyle Hamilton. And now they have lost their starting linebacker.
But the 2 guys that have been replacing him have gone back and forth.
2nd down and 6. Clock runs. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left.
On the tackle and inadvertently diving at the ball carrier.
See if Denver can continue to establish this run game.
That was the result. 2nd and 6.
Eric Tomlinson goes in motion. 2 tight ends set to the left side.
Wilson.
Play action. Wilson off of his back foot heaves it. It's caught! Greg Dulcich! There he is, down to the 45. And another explosive play for the Denver offense. 30 yards. 6 catches for 86 yards for Kenny G. Greg Dulcich. Oh, that was a nasty route there, man. Faked that deep over and then broke back outside to the corner. That was a sick route by Dulcich. Left Geno Stone in the dust.
Then Clark came over to finish him off. With Andrew Beck out with a hamstring and an illness.
So reverse. Montrell Washington. I don't like that play call. Blown up in the backfield. Kyle Hamilton back in there. Seriously, D-Rock, I think that's how all of us feel. Clock ticking. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. 2nd down and 10. Denver just needs to continue to let this clock bleed. You're already damn close to field goal range. Another field goal will probably salt this away.
UCLA, rookie, 3rd-round pick. Come up big. They use a lot of tight ends.
Run it.
You see 2 of them side by side.
Russ trying to work that hard count. Get the defense to declare. He steps up in the pocket, floats it! Incomplete into double coverage, looking for Greg Dulcich. Good coverage there by Geno Stone, among others, for the Ravens. Now it's 3rd down. Denver's not quite in field goal range yet. We need to try to get there.
They're trying to blitz, and it's not always, most of the time it's 4 or 5 guys.
5 minutes and 17 seconds left.
Wilson and make him throw early. The big completion to Dulcich that he got earlier, he had to throw to a spot and let him run to it. That time he was trying to do the same thing because he knew he doesn't have time to hang on to it and let it develop.
From the 48-yard line, Wilson pressured, floats it upstairs, wide open man, and it's overthrown. Looking for Montrell Washington, who had a step. It was a slightly overthrown ball. Washington was unable to track it.
Washington, who was just brought up off the practice squad, elevated yesterday as Russ was going deep.
And once again, Wilson throws it early with anticipation, trying to pick the spot where he thinks
Washington just cannot track it.
Because just not enough time in the pocket.
Now we need to try to pin him back deep with Corliss Waitman.
with just one touchdown the last 32 drives.
And can they keep it out? They can. It is down inside the 10. Great placement there. Good punt by Corliss Waitman. And now the Ravens will have a long field to work with here. 5 minutes left. Defense needs to hold up just one more time. Yeah, he has, man. 2 massive turnovers today from Justin Simmons. Got 34 people in the house. Again, guys, be sure to smash that like button. It's a free and easy way to show your support. Helps tell YouTube to push us out to fellow members of Broncos country. 1st and 10 from 9-yard line. Play action, Huntley being flushed, looking. He's going to run out of bounds after a gain of 4. Second down, 4 minutes and 56 seconds, 2nd and 6 for the Ravens.
Will stop at 4:56, getting out of play.
Trying to push the ball up the field once again. Just no one open as this Broncos defense and secondary are just blanketing the receivers. No separation. Huntley not feeling comfortable trying to squeeze the ball in there. Takes off and picks up a short gain.
2nd and 6. To the outside. Complete. Isaiah Likely. A little shake and bake. Likely is down. Oh boy. Ravens have been dealing with a litany of injuries, and now their rookie tight end Isaiah Likely is slow to get up.
That he suffered in practice going into the Jacksonville game. Let's see what we can see here.
Well, Jackson has a chance to make that tackle right there, not able to come up with it.
Oof, a little tart, a little tough to tell what happened there to Likely. Oh, took a shot there from Josie Jewell. Ooh.
Isaiah Likely is a rookie out of Coastal Carolina. Had a terrific preseason.
They roll him over on his back. Hopefully he's okay.
And today, Likely has caught 3 passes for 18 yards as Huntley has come in, replacing the injured Lamar Jackson.
I think for the most part, Wilson's played pretty well today.
In the end zone.
Hit a couple of deep shots. That last one was just poor job by Montreal Washington tracking the ball. Russell put the last deep ball in a spot where he was hoping Montreal would track it, but he didn't do a great job at it. Yeah, this is definitely not the right offense for Russell Wilson. For sure. I mean, at the end of the day, man, there's only one Russell Wilson offense. Every coordinator who went through Seattle during his years there was quick to find that out. There's no meshing your offense with Russell Wilson's offense. There's no trying to force Russell Wilson to run your offense. It's just not going to work. You're going to see what we're seeing in Denver right now. If you want to win with Russell Wilson, you've got to run the Russell Wilson offense. Likely comes off. Trainer's holding his right arm. Took a pretty gnarly shot to his shoulder there. 3rd down and 1. Oh, let's go on 3rd and 1. Josie Jewell and Alex Singleton with a big tackle in the backfield. You know Baltimore's going for it here.
Really read it well.
But looked like he was going to have it, but then...
Yep, Robert, that sounds about right.
Outstanding job.
Based on what I've heard about both Von Miller and John Elway, and based on my interactions with Von Miller and my one interaction with John Elway, yeah, that sounds about right.
In doubt, I should just say one of those two.
Yes, right, yeah.
They're around the ball.
So D-Rock, Von went on injured reserve, so he's out till at least week 17. Bills may play him in the season finale just to get some snaps under his belt before the playoffs and get him fresh. But We're not going to see Von Miller with any extended action probably until the playoffs. But that's okay. That's when the Bills need him.
Challenge it and challenge the spot, that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, exactly. He's putting off his surgery till the end of the year. When he comes back, he'll probably have to wear a brace, but this offseason they're going to probably have to go in and clean up that meniscus. It was on the knee that he tore his ACL in back in 2013, so. All right, 4th and 1. Oh, they QB sneak it with Andrews, and they stop him! He didn't get it! Denver takes over at the 19-yard line of the Ravens. Oh, come on, wait. Second effort, they're going to say he got it. Oh, man. It looked like they had him stopped. Alex Kemp singling first down. Oh, let's see what happened. Oh, he got it. That second effort, he got it. Oh, man, that was a great effort by Mark Andrews, man. They run that little QB sneak with the tight end like the Chiefs do with Noah Gray. That was a really well-executed play there by the Ravens. 3.5 minutes. They get a completion there on first down. It's 2nd down and 4. Yeah, that was gutsy by the Ravens, man, and I was pretty certain they had him stuffed. Damn. They tried to shovel it. Oh, is that out? Oh, no, that's incomplete. That was a forward pass. Josie Jewell, there's a flag down as well. Robert, take care, man. Thanks for popping in. Hey, by the way, Robert, you have been a long-time loyal supporter. Welcome to the Mod Club.
All kinds of stuff going on that one.
Yep, there was. And if you're joining us late, Lamar Jackson injured in the first half. A knee injury, came in with a bad quad. Also a hip issue and an illness all within the last 3.5 weeks. But he's out.
The pass was incomplete.
Yep.
Ineligible downfield. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
So you called that.
Daniel Falele downfield. Offensive lineman cannot be more than a yard downfield before the pass is thrown.
77 Falele was the one that was up
and they could have gotten a couple of them for that one.
They took the penalty and just didn't take the incompletion because it would have been, what, 3rd and 4? And they've been
all right, 2nd down and 9.
But they wanted that 5 yards to bump them back.
2nd down, 9.
Yeah, I think you need to think about field position here. That was probably the wise decision to take the penalty. They complete. Mark Andrews. Uh-oh. Got a flag down. And that's on Denver. Do not tell me we're going to collapse this now.
Personal foul. Defense number 49.
It's on Singleton.
Man of the play. 1st down.
Singleton.
Come on. Alex doesn't like it.
Mathis is the one that got Andrews. And then the hit.
Yep. Yeah, that's a penalty. He tried to lower his shoulder, but still helmet-to-helmet contact. That was a very similar hit to the one they ejected Drain Greenlaw of the 49ers on. Huntley's going to run, and he's corralled at the line. Deshaun Williams. Under 3 minutes left to play.
2nd down, long 9 coming up.
Well, what looked like it was going to be a big game for Huntley after things broke down up the field. He stepped up in the pocket, thought he had a nice little window, but that disappeared quickly.
Hill the back. 2nd down.
2nd down and 10. Pressure, they flip it out. Justice Hill. Oh, he lost the ball, but it went out of bounds. Josie Jewell forced it out.
Gain, though, to the 46. And shy of the first by about 4. Gain of 6 on the play. 3rd down and a little more than 4 to go. Watch this.
Man, Justin Simmons forced it out. If Josie Jewell could have jumped on that, man, that would have been another forced turnover by Justin Simmons if Josie Jewell would have seen that. Damn. Yeah, I've been impressed with Jonathan Cooper today, man. He has been all over the place. It's good to see some of our young edge rushers stepping up. And we have hit the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 4. Oh, boy. God, defense, come on. Defense just needs to hold on this one more drive. Ooh, boy, I am nervous, guys. I am definitely nervous. 40 votes in our poll. 62% of you guys say Denver's going to hold on and win this thing. We got 27 people in the chat. All right, guys. This is huge. Oh, shit. Packers took a lead on the Bears. 20-19. Green Bay leads. D-Rock, I will check Twitter for you on Draymond in just a moment. Steelers lead the Falcons 19-16. Vikings lead the Jets 27-15. Lions lead the Jags 33-14. Eagles lead the Titans 34-10. Fucking Browns lead the Texans 24-8. Oop, Commanders, Giants just got tied up at 20 apiece. And then let me see if I can get any word on Draymond Jones for you. Ooh, God, my heart is beating out of its chest right now. Ooh. Oh, boy. Sorry, my phone is being slow. Doesn't look like any news on Draymond yet. All right, we are back. 2 minutes left to play.
Get more done. And by Little Caesars, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Pizza.
NFL Today update, time permitting, delivered by Little Caesars. Coming up, 3rd down and
all right.
Baltimore,
Trips left.
Huntley sends Prochet in motion.
Prochet in motion. There are 4 receivers at the top of the screen.
They rush for
Huntley floats it back, shoulder incomplete, but there's a flag. PS2 working on Mark Andrews, and they're going to get Surtain.
Andrews the target.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. The ball is placed in the spot and foul. Automatic first down.
So that's the second big penalty on the Denver defense. Baltimore's taking it.
Well, Huntley trying to throw this back.
I don't know if I like that call. It looked like Surtain had his head turned.
Patrick Surtain, and as Andrews tries to go back for the ball, Surtain gets locked up. Gets the penalty, first down. Ravens inside the 40 now.
17-yard penalty. They took over at the 9. Baltimore.
This isn't good.
5:02 left. Upcoming 9th play of the drive.
Come on, defense.
Justice Hill is in the backfield. Denver 37. Tyler Huntley, 1st and 10.
First down, pocket collapses, he dumps it off. Justice Hill back to the line of scrimmage. He's popped out of bounds by PS2.
Not much of a gain. In fact, no gain at all. Another one-score game, Trent, for the Denver Broncos. 9 of their 11 games have been decided by 7 points or less.
And Baltimore has 7 games that has been decided by 1 score. Now, earlier in this drive, there
all
was
right,
around
D.
4 minutes to go. I couldn't believe they were going for it on 4th down. Now they have to go
2nd down.
for any 4th down. And you would think with
3 receivers set to the right side. They quick snap. Huntley fires over the middle. Another completion. It's Isaiah Likely. He's got the first down. Ravens hurrying things up.
He's down to the 26-yard line of the Broncos.
Well, my guess is he just had a stinger in that shoulder, so he gave him a couple plays to shake it off. But that move that he made after catching the ball to avoid the tackle and pick up the first down.
From the 26 now, Denver bringing pressure. Huntley in trouble. He's flushed out. Tyler Huntley forced out of bounds after a gain of 3. Usain Bassey forced him out on that one. Minute and 19 left. 2nd down and 7. Ravens with all 3 of their timeouts. Minute 19 left to play.
Finally made sure he was out. 2nd down and 7.
Second down and 7. Offset eye, pistol with Patrick Ricard. Drake. And inside the 20, he's forced out of bounds. Minute 13 left to play.
Stopped at 1:13. Denver 2 timeouts, Baltimore 3. They began this drive way back at the 9.
DeMarcus Robinson was matched up one-on-one on the top of the field with Pat Surtain and tried a sluggo or a slant and go. Surtain not biting for it at all. That's where they wanted to go with the football, hoping to get an easy touchdown. But instead, with that excellent coverage, he has to just hit the check down and set up a 3rd and manageable.
3rd down and 3. They're just going to run it up here. Kenyon Drake, and he's a little bit short.
Boy, they stuff him after a 1-yard gain.
And now Baltimore will call timeout.
Off the bottom of the pile was
1 minute and 5 left.
Also with a hand in that was Josie Jewell. Coming up next game, it's game 2 of our NFL on CBS doubleheader, featuring a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, when Mahomes and the Chiefs head to Cincinnati to take on Burrow and the Bengals. That's next. The NFL is on CBS.
All right, 4th down and 2.
To go. Harbaugh down by 6 and 2 timeouts at the 18 of the Broncos.
Well, 4th and 2, you'd have to keep an eye on Ricard.
Minute and 6 left.
Short yardage situations where they kind of lull the defense to sleep and then sneak him out in the flat, see if they can't get a completion to him to pick up a 1st down. But you always have to be aware of where Andrews.
All right.
He's at the top of the screen up here.
4th down.
14th play of the drive.
Huntley making a check at the line.
It's a big cushion for 4th and 2.
Hand off Duvernay.
Huntley keeps it, and Huntley's got it.
For the 1st down, picking up 3. Beautiful fake to Duvernay. Huntley dives for the 1st. Browning makes the stop. They put him at the 15.
They run the read option. Huntley keeps it.
But instead gets a little chip block, so he can't follow through as Huntley dives for the 1st down. The clock's rolling. Still got a couple timeouts in their pocket.
Huntley looking. Huntley fires wide open. Kenyon Drake down at the 2. Baltimore pops the timeout. 1st down and goal. Now Hackett is going to call a timeout. Nope, they gave it to the Ravens first. Or did they give it? Nope, Denver. But regardless, it's now 1st and goal. I cannot believe we're going to blow this. Man, our defense did so good. Our offense, once again, let them down. Play calling was so bad in this game. First down and goal.
But now looking back at this replay, seeing the adjustment that Drake made. A lot of times running backs, they get to the sideline and they say, well, I'm just going to sit here, or I'm going to peel up or try and get open space. But he's aware enough to bend it into that open window. What a great job of communication.
This has been a beautiful drive by the Ravens. This sucks.
Making that completion to set up this 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2.
1st and goal from the 2.
Hill in motion.
Huntley's going to keep it, and Tyler Huntley's in for the touchdown.
Kevin Zeitler opened the door. The guard. Huntley takes it through.
And now the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. And Denver just blew this game.
2-yard touchdown run.
both these teams
This
have mentioned it
sucks.
multiple times today. Both these teams have been in one-score games throughout the entire season. Haven't been able to finish through as we get.
Here's Tucker.
Kicker in NFL history here with the extra point attempt, but the Broncos are going to have a chance with 28 seconds and a couple timeouts.
Extra point is good. Denver does have a shot to try to drive into field goal range. 28 seconds. Denver does have 2 timeouts.
Two big defensive penalties against the Broncos.
That last drive was so frustrating.
And the 2-yard touchdown plunged by Huntley around the block by Zeitler. And Baltimore has come back and taken their
Hats off to Baltimore, man.
today.
What a great job by Huntley. Into this position with the injury to Lamar Jackson.
I am so frustrated.
That drive did so much with
Our offense is so incompetent. And again,
an incredible job by Huntley maintaining his
this really was not a bad game at all by Russell Wilson, but shit.
Since his interception, has completed 13 consecutive passes. And all smiles there, replacing Lamar Jackson. Now, everything on the shoulders of Russell Wilson with 2 timeouts. Brandon McManus down by 1, would have a chance. 28 seconds to go.
Well, the Broncos have faced one-score game. They're 3-6 in
This
one-score games.
sucks.
If they're able to come back and get this win, change the tide of what's going on this season, but the Ravens, if they're able to hang on, this would get them to 4-4 in one-score games.
Tucker to kick off. Montrell Washington is back.
All right, short kick. Washington's going to bring it out. And he is going to be tackled at the 17. Great special teams tackle there by the Ravens. 23 seconds.
And here we go. 23 seconds. Wilson down by 1.
I really like the decision by Chris Horton, the special teams coach, telling Justin Tucker, kick it short of the goal line, make him return it, use up some of that valuable time.
Boone will be in the backfield. 1st and 10.
23 seconds left. Wilson in trouble, fires, complete. He's got to get down, pop a timeout. Timeout, 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 timeout. Gain of 16. Down to the 34. Denver pops a timeout.
So what you get is 2-man here. You got 2 deep safeties. You're going to get man-to-man coverage underneath, and that's what you're relying on if you're Russell Wilson. No one's assigned to the quarterback in cover 2-man, so he steps up thinking he may have a window, but instead you have the receiver coming back to the ball.
All right, if we can get one more chunk, we might have a chance. We need 23 yards.
That time Judy recognizing that, coming back to the football, and Wilson stepping up and making the throw.
Mike Boone remains the back. 16 seconds to go. Denver now with 1 timeout.
Looks like they're going cover 2-man again. 2 deep safeties, man underneath.
Wilson climbing the pocket. Wilson's going to run. Russell Wilson's got a shot. They got a timeout, 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 timeout. 8 seconds.
And picks up 17, 8 seconds left, and a timeout taken by Denver.
As I just said a few seconds ago, in cover 2-man, nobody is assigned to the quarterback. So when he steps up and he sees the entire middle of the field open, he decides to take off and run, gets it up to midfield. Now they have an opportunity. If they can get a short pass and get out of bounds, they can attempt a field goal and try and win this game.
Yes.
If they can't get out of bounds, this game's going to be over.
You know the Ravens are going to be playing a sideline defense here. Denver's got no timeouts. 9 seconds. You probably don't have enough time to get up and clock. So this is going to be it right here, guys. You know that the Ravens are going to be playing that sideline all the way. Press coverage. Wilson Looking. Wilson out of bounds. 45-yard line. 2 seconds left, and they're going to trot him out.
Well, the Ravens were protecting the
It's going to be a long one for Brandon McManus.
Go ahead and complete the ball in the middle of the field. We don't care. We'll rally and make the tackle. Recognizing that
This is going to be from 64 yards to win the game.
McManus.
Or 63. 63 to win the game. McManus is up. The kick is short. And Denver loses the game in the most ugly fashion possible. We fall to 3-9. Another losing season for the Broncos is official. Offensively, we absolutely crapped the bed. Defense was phenomenal until that last drive. McManus is short from 63 yards. That's a pretty poor kick if you ask me. And I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Von Miller Express, D-Rock, Seth, everybody who tuned in. That was so bad. Our offense is so bad. The play calling in this game was terrible. The run game failed to show up when we needed it to. Russell Wilson, not bad. I don't think this was on Russell Wilson today. Last week 100% was. This one wasn't. Play calling let us down. Nathaniel Hackett let us down. The run game let us down. The offensive line let us down. Couple key killer penalties there by Denver on defense. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. It was a fun game. And we came out on the wrong side of it. All right, guys. We will see you next time here on Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.